Ibs, is your mic working there, Ibs?
Yeah, it's working. Yeah.
Are you sure it's working? So, Ibs, I've just got a very simple question for you, Ibs, and I want you to answer this question for me, Ibs.
Yeah.
How do you have 3,000 cartons of baby oil and you don't go to jail for having 3,000 cartons of baby oil? Explain that to me.
I don't know, man. I think we got these prosecutors are bricks. That's what they are.
No, okay, but let's be real though. Are they bricks though? Or
Because it was not a case to. It's not. It was not. It was never a Rico case. It was just a freaky guy that I don't know. They tried to make it like some crazy huge, like Rico, but it was. I don't think it was never that criminal.
No. I mean, basically, they made it out like if he was like freaking Lex Luthor. But also as well, like now, I don't want to talk about this, but we have to venture to talk about this. Have you seen the videos outside of the courthouse of guys rubbing themselves with baby oil?
Yeah. I mean, I don't. I feel like you
wrong
only
with
see that in
people,
America.
bro?
You know, I feel like you only see that in
They need to be
America.
exterminated, man.
We need
It's
to
like,
come in
what's
Squid
wrong
Game.
with people? I mean, it's like, what's wrong with people? Okay, so your reaction to the verdicts and everything, were you shocked, surprised? Did you think that at least get him on the sex trafficking? See the whole racketeering Lex Luthor thing was crazy, but do you think, oh, at least racketeering? So are you surprised that, bro? Because you know that he could do 3 years. There's a possibility that he only does through 3 years.
Yeah,
So
but you know why I was not shocked of it because I was keeping up to date with some of the stuff in the court, but they were saying that they dropped some of the charges and they were it was basically it was not really like they were talking about him doing like criminal stuff. It was just girls coming out and saying, yeah, oh, he done this to me and you know what I mean? Like it was never like a criminal thing. It's just a lot of these girls accepted it and they kind of just, yeah, he paid my rent. That's what one of the girls are saying, yeah, he paid my rent or he did this for me. You know what I mean? Like, they were kind of involved in it.
But then Ibs, the thing though is that people are saying, okay, so now answer very, very carefully. Remember, you are under oath. So are you saying that there were no victims in this whole thing? There were no victims.
Yeah, I feel like Cassie was the victim because you can clearly tell like she was very like manipulated. She was kind of everyone saw the video where she was getting beaten. Like I felt like that one, yeah, that's the way that he could have got it. Yeah, but listen, let's keep it real. The rest of these girls are just freaks as well, man. The rest of these girls are just freaks.
Cassie, because it's like if she was abused, she should have left, but she didn't want to live that lifestyle.
Okay, Jujuman, this is what we're going with this, right? Okay, Jujuman, come on. You can say everything, but Jujuman, there's literally footage of her getting beat up.
Yeah,
completely on tape.
Yeah, true, Double H. But it's like two things: she got paid, and some relationship are super toxic. She has a choice, Double H, because this whole playing victim, where it's like, oh, I like she could have left.
Wait, so you're saying wait, hold on. So you're saying it was her choice to get beat up?
Yeah, she chose. Yeah, I know she's a victim, but she chose to be there because it's like.
Nah, just relax.
Jujuman, this is Jujuman. No. Okay, but hold on, Jujuman. Have you heard of the term Stockholm syndrome? Where sometimes you just, because of psychological abuse, you keep going back to your abuser. So it's very hard for you to leave your abuser, and you actually start to love your abuser. So do you believe that could be an issue there?
I don't think it's Stockholm. I just think she liked the lifestyle, like Double H, flying private, living in mansions. Like she doesn't want to lose all that. Like what to leave and then go to what, like Connecticut or whatever she is in a small house. She doesn't want to lose that, so that's why she was like she'll stay there. She could have left, but she was like, no, the abuse is probably what like staying here.
Wait. Okay. Jujuman, did you watch the video?
Oh, yeah, I watched. Like it was disgusting, but
no, come on. Like you see, even if you could say okay, she liked lesson and everything else, even if she liked the lifestyle, that is indefensible. Now, again, let's be very clear. He wasn't on trial for that. I know. See, I'm going to come back to that video as to why Diddy can't come back. But all I'm saying though is that okay. So, do you feel that there were any? Okay. So, I just want to be clear. So you look at that thing and you still feel like if Cassie chose to be in that kind of relationship, you don't believe in the whole Stockholm syndrome idea.
Yeah, but Double H, this is a grown adult. Like you can leave. You don't. No one is forcing you to stay
Juju
there.
man, 40 Stockholm syndrome doesn't have like a age limit. You can have Stockholm syndrome if you're 30, 40, 50. There are some people that they just grow to love their abusers. So even if they grow to love their abusers or stay with their abusers, that's still an abuser and that's still an abusive relationship and the abuser is still the one at fault. Don't you understand that?
Oh yeah, yeah. I see Double H. But okay, now a follow up. Is she seeking help right now, or once he got his check? I mean, once she got her check, now the Stockholm syndrome went. Is she getting help for all that trauma, or she's not attending any sessions or anything
I'm
for
sure
that
she
after that?
is. I'm sure she's at some
Okay,
point.
okay. I hope she does because it's like maybe that Stockholm syndrome cured when she got her check.
Oh my god.
Can I speak on this?
Okay, AK, please, AK, please go for it.
So what do you want to talk about? The
So basically, were you surprised by the fact that he only got done for transportation of prostitution, and they didn't get him on RICO, and they didn't get him on so is it on sex trafficking?
I have a question about that.
Yes.
How can you get? This might sound like a very dumb question, but
No, go for it. No, we're all here
how
for
can
dumb
you
questions.
get proven guilty on transportation of prostitution, but not the actual sex trafficking charge?
I had that same
No,
question. Like, I
no, so
don't get
basically,
it.
it's very simple. So sex trafficking is where you are forcing people to have sex against their will. If you're literally just transporting people just to be prostitutes and everything, you're not really forcing them to have
Oh,
sex. And
okay.
literally, you have to. So sex
But how is
trafficking
that illegal then? If you're just transporting them to obviously sleep with Diddy, but they're accepting
depends.
it. Like,
See, for
that's
me,
weird.
it depends on. Let's see. Put it this way: I don't think that's illegal in Amsterdam, but maybe in America that's illegal. So in Holland it's like okay because prostitution is legal in Amsterdam, but for America which is a very religious country, prostitution in itself is illegal in America. So if you're now transporting prostitutes and you know how America views prostitution, then yes, that's illegal. So
Are these girls like prostitutes or they just normal girls?
oh no, they have
Like
to be
they're
adult
not they
workers. You
like
have to
how
be
could you
that
prove that? Like
as
you're
escorts.
actually prostitute them? Like how do you that's like that's damn near like okay, you say oh it's the transference of money, but there's so many little ways around that. Like
Oh
I
no,
just paid.
I think no. I think you can probably have like a background check and just look at okay, what these girls are and what they do, and ask enough people to know. Oh, these are sex workers. So if he's transporting them for means of prostitution, then yeah, that's illegal. But sex
Okay.
trafficking, that's another thing. Like wait, no, you are literally forcing people and
Yes.
moving people around in order to have sex. So yeah,
In terms of the whole thing, like, first of all, let me speak on the trial, and then I'll get to the scenes outside of the courthouse. But
Jesus.
in terms of, I'm shocked, but I'm not surprised. I mean, as even though like this guy is like a very morally horrific figure, he still has money, and money in a courtroom can go a long way, and it can create a lot of scenarios for you to be free. So I'm not truly surprised that he was able to get off on all the cases. I also swore there was like during the courthouse when the prosecution was questioning some of the women, some of the women were literally saying that they enjoyed it, which is crazy to me.
Oh, no, and I think that is what messed up the whole episode. I think the jury was like, if are these victims? If these people are saying that they enjoyed it and they were happy with it, can we really call them victims? That's why it's also hard to really do the whole
Yeah,
sex trafficking thing.
exactly. That's the question. Of course, I think Cassie, like, sh- shout out Juju men, but like, Cassie is a victim. Like, it's not just about like the abuse and like trying to leave the abuse. Anybody who's been abused, hopefully none of you watching or on this panel have been abused, God forbid, but you know that it's a matter of power, and the abuser just naturally has power over the abuse. It's very hard to leave that sort of power cycle. So
Yes.
she is truly a victim, and I do feel bad for her. Oh, just for your sake, please just leave the country because this guy might be out in 2 years.
And also we know that this guy blows up cars as well. So
Yes. So leave the country as soon as possible.
Okay,
In term-
let's just all like get the emotions out. Like literally, we all know she didn't leave because of the money. Like she could have left, downgraded her lifestyle, and avoided all this, but she was like, "Nah, screw that. I'll take this to keep this lifestyle." That's the truth.
Okay, thank you, Ginger. AK, please continue.
In terms of, so I'm not surprised over the actual verdict per se, but in terms of what happened outside the courthouse, man. HH.
AK, it was wild.
No. Let me. Some people, there are certain sects of humanity.
AK, I couldn't press. But no, because Yasia shared me the tweet. I watched 2 seconds and I couldn't finish after the first 2 seconds. Basically, once I saw the bubble all come out, I was like, you know what, I'm out. For me, I was like, Doctor Strange needs to take me out of this timeline. He needs to take me out of this timeline, bro.
It's not just the girl with the wig. Did you see the guy like doing putting baby oil on her, like the Salt Bay thing? Like, bro, what?
Wait, he was oil bailing her.
Yes.
So I mean, we're looking. This is the current
Trexter, that's
world.
crazy, Trexter. I'm not even going to bring up that comments, bro. I'm not even going to bring up that comments. Continue.
It's
And
just
thanks,
like
Doja,
for
by the way.
me.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
I mean, I don't know if you saw today as well, but we might talk about it later on the Vibes Hangout, just a miscellaneous topic. But Trump passed this whole tax cut bill, which basically cuts Medicaid for the poor and food stamps and stuff. So
there you go.
Isn't that what people voted for, though, AK?
It's just like certain sects of humanity need to be exterminated, man. And this America, man. This country is a satire, man. Like, this country is a genuine satire, because I knew people worship celebrities. I didn't know people worship them back.
AK, it's crazy. Come on, that's something like the celebrity worship is something that's.
It's just like HH, and you have to talk on it because a lot of them seem to be your skin color. That's all.
AK.
No. Listen, us Africans, we don't claim that. We don't claim that.
Ibs, that's crazy. Ibs, I agree with you, but Ibs, that's crazy. I do agree with you, but Ibs, that is crazy still. But Ibs, I do agree, but Ibs, that is crazy. But I do agree, but that's crazy though. That's crazy. Look, Ibs, we cannot come together as one race if we start thinking like that. But
listen, we have to be honest.
Why would you want to come together?
We have to be honest. It's just I feel like the American.
AK, I am promoting Pan-Africanism, and we need to come together. So this divide and conquer.
They're right. I feel like they're right off already. It's too late. It's too late. It's too. It feels like the like. Back in the day, like the civil rights days, those black people, but these modern Americans, I feel it's too late now. Like their brain is gone. It's too twisted.
The modern ones.
But you have to listen. We're all on the internet. We see the videos, we see the stuff. Like, can they truly be saved?
Sometimes some of the stuff I feel like these guys are in a different universe, or this is not real life, man.
Okay, hold on. Let me hear. So J2S and newlywed, and then Kenny. J2S, talk to me. Reaction on the Diddy trial.
I'm like, are we surprised?
I am.
Like, in general.
No, here's the thing. I'm not surprised that they didn't get him on racketeering. I'm a bit surprised at the sex trafficking. Now, again, I don't know what was in the courtroom, but I thought they'd get him at least on that. Like, the prostitute, look, you're never going to prove that this guy's a supervillain and everything. But I thought, but you know what it is, J2S? We were not in the courtroom. The way it was presented to us, it was at the very least, he's a sex trafficker. At the very least.
Yeah.
But again, I was not in the courtroom, so I don't know what corroborating evidence was brought in to actually dispute the fact that, from what we were being told, this is a sex trafficker.
Yeah, and it's the media, like they want to sell it. What sells? That kind of
Yes.
big whole thing. But I don't understand the sentencing, because it says, I was reading it, it says he faced up to 20 years, 10 years per count for the prostitution.
So basically, it's 2 counts, 10 years, but they run concurrently. So really, it's just 10 years. So rather than 10 years, it's just 10 years, but they run concurrently. But again,
Yeah, the max is 10 years. Like, it won't even be 10 years because I
Yeah,
saw he's a
because-
first-time offender as well.
yes,
Because
first time.
the-
So basically, he could do 2 or 3 years. So
Yeah, because the prosecutors are saying they're roughly seeking about, was it 51 to 63 months? But they're like, he's probably going to receive a much lighter sentence than that. Well, that's the worst he'll get. But I'm like, the problem with this is it doesn't meet the specification for like a RICO case.
No.
Because it's not what you call it. Because he's a celebrity, this is seen as like his celebrity social circle. It's not seen as like organized crime.
yes,
That's a big problem. Like, they need to fix their laws out. Like, just because it's a social circle doesn't mean there's certain things going on. Would we call Epstein a social circle?
Yeah,
Exactly. It's more going to territory of organized crime, to be fair. When you look at it, when you look at the facts-
so basically, I mean, look, the RICO thing was always going to be bad, but the sex trafficking, you think no, you feel that was BS.
I'm like, because I don't understand, because it says, so he's getting done for prostitution, but not the sex trafficking. But then I don't understand where they're like.
So basically, transportation of prostitution. So that's just literally just paying for transportation of those people to be prostitutes. Sex trafficking is literally you are actually coercing and forcing people into sex.
So these-
so literally you're
basically-
you're literally fully involved and running like a sex where people are forced into having sex,
Yes,
rather than
this-
just I'm just
so
paying you to
so-
be a prostitute.
So under the law, the sex trafficking would be, this is an individual that has no links to like any sex work, that kind of stuff, and they're forced to do this kind of thing. Then basically,
Yes,
is that what it is?
yes.
I'm like,
So and the people that they got interviewed were like, oh yeah, we agreed to do it. We're not forced, we're not coerced. We actually were willing participants. So you can't call that sex trafficking.
yeah. See, this is like a really gray area, because it's a mix. It's not one. It's not black and white. Like, it's two thingamajigs. But I'm like, do we see him getting 3 years, 2 years? I think he gets even less than that.
Yes, and you already served 9 months, so yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you
less.
I mean, I think the judge is going to give him like 2 years or 3 years. He's going to give. I think the judge by look to let this guy go off scot-free, no prison time. Look, this is just my inkling. I think the judge will, okay, look, he's going to do some time, and maybe it'll be 2-3 years, and maybe he'll be out in like what a year and a half or something.
I don't see
Yeah.
any bullshit saying he gets out early on good behavior. I don't see any of that kind of bullshit. Like, if we see that after like, what was it, 6 months, 1 year, that's crazy. For the amount of stuff, like, we can read this stuff and we can see like what he's actually done. I'm like,
Wait,
years
James,
for
how's
that.
that crazy? How is that crazy? Like, he just bought punani. Like, that's not a serious crime.
I can't remember the last time I heard the word punani.
No, Juju man. If it's any, if it's Juju man. If it's a normal person, are we saying 2 years?
Yeah. Like, for like,
We're not
for
saying
normal
2 years
person-
if it's a normal person.
Yeah,
He
but
was,
it's
he
like,
was
again,
buying something, and it wasn't punani, if we've been real, but anyways,
yeah, but like a lot of people in the country do that. So it's like you should like
No,
arrest
does it,
everyone.
what?
It's
Just
not a
because a
serious
lot of people
crime.
do doesn't mean it's a.
it's
what?
still illegal, you know.
Yeah,
Wait, just
but
because
it's
a couple other people do it doesn't mean
It's
different
no,
for-
judgment. It depends on the Corona judgment. Maybe where you are for independence, but in America, it's illegal. so you have to look at the laws for each. Again, if this is Amsterdam,
Yeah.
bro, if it's Amsterdam, bro, it's Scott, bro, he'll be encouraged. Oh man, do your thing in Amsterdam. But in America, come on, nah.
yeah.
Okay, let me keep this and I'll come to you, RDS, and then Kenny, and then your boy Elijah. Shout out to Kelvin. I guess we can say Diddy slipped through the law. Hashtag.
Yeah, that's a good one, I heard, Kelvin. No.
Kenny, stop.
Very
Shout out
creative.
to Rhetoric. Ayo, free Diddy. Okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna. I'm not, Rick. I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, he's right. I think like
Juju man, mute your mic. Juju man,
Oh,
mute your mic.
just
Juju man,
okay,
Juju man, you're going last. You are going last. Juju man,
okay.
mute your mic. Shout out to Lambra. Thoughts and prayers for Mick. Wait. Is McMill in jail or was he what? Oh, remember
Yeah,
that video? Remember that? Oh, okay. You
yeah,
know
that's
what?
why.
No, yeah,
Yeah, that's why I
no,
put the
okay,
emojis.
yeah. Let's not. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. So yes, thoughts and prayers. Yes, to make McMill hide, or just get facial surgery or something. So shout out to our newlywed artist. Remember this. I'm currently editing the wedding video. So that should come out probably tomorrow or Friday. So I'm currently ready. So shout out to our newlywed
Did you
artist
enjoy it?
because now a
Did you
married
enjoy
man.
it? Do you enjoy it?
Congrats.
Was that?
I said, do you enjoy it, HH?
Oh no, it was great. It was amazing. It was amazing. Like I'll show the video. The video was amazing. Food was great. Ceremony was great. It was amazing. It was superb ceremony. Amazing.
Well, what was the food?
Oh, so basically it was so much. There was chicken. There was jollof. There were spring rolls. There was white rice. Basically, all assortments. Great cake. Really good. Really good. And an amazing venue. The venue was freaking. Basically, I'll show you the video. Amazing venue. But it was a really good place. Really good.
Awesome. Thank you. Because there were some few things behind the scenes with the sort of certain coordinator that were making things a lot more trickier than they should have been. So I'm glad everyone actually enjoyed it. So thank you for everyone. The congratulations as well.
But yeah, no. Seriously, I think I should have been like, because I put out the post on the community page. Bro, the amounts of congratulations messages and everything.
So well loved in this community, man. Like,
bro, you're famous, man. Bro, everybody was like, bro. I think most of them like almost 50
like,
messages.
you have like 3 or 4 different personas, so like, come on, you should be quite.
They're different people, okay? They're different people. It's okay. Okay. Facts. Thanks, Canadian Fires, man. Appreciate it. But
So reactions.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's 2025, it's America, and crime is legal. I think that's like, no disrespect to America, but like, the more I see at this moment, the more you just see people, you just shrug your shoulders and go, do whatever, it's fine, so rob a woman, it's no big deal, so, but I must confess the baby oil thing outside the courtroom, I was like, it's like, I don't want to say only in America because it's stereotypical, but at the same time, you're like,
okay, so now this is something I don't even want to ask, and I'm afraid of asking, but Abe's has planted in my mind. Could that happen anywhere else?
It's
you know what? I
possible.
just want to know the answer for that.
It's
okay.
possible.
You know what? I like that. It's possible. I like
it's
that.
Possible.
It's possible. Like let's do that.
But the issue is, oh yeah, that's a good point. Hey, Jage, I saw you making some moves at the wedding, man. If you want me to hook you up and get some and I know those girls. So if you want me to give you a number, so just let me know. So
can we stay on topic? let's just stay on topic. Streets. Just stay on the straight now.
Audience are telling me you're telling me HH is a smooth operator. Yeah, that
Audience, let's just keep talking.
It's okay, just message. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, yeah, it was wild. It's wild. I don't know whether it happened anyplace else. It was, and I think the thing about these things, and it's similar to the kind of the Johnny Depp trial, or not so similar, but why I make the comparison is that these kind of, what I'm noticing about politics and celebs and all these sort of things is this kind of almost theater. So like politics and criminal cases like this, it seems to be more about theater and entertainment. Like people watch this, like people watching, tuning in. It's more about like rooting for the. So in the case of Diddy, it's like the celebration. The reason why they're doing this because it's like, oh, Diddy was the underdog. Everything was against him, and now he overturns. So woohoo! It's sort of
So it's almost like you're treating like real life and real stuff like sports.
This is what I'm saying. Like it just feels like from an outside in. Okay, I don't live in America. I'm American from this country, but even in Britain, it's the same thing where you talk when it comes to these sort of often complex decisions that require evidence and deliberation and discussion, all these sort of things. It just all of it just seems to, especially when celebrities involved or high tech politicians involved, it just seems to be reduced to political theatre, entertainment. It's not the gravity of the situation is replaced with sensationalism and just like, oh wow, and who's gonna win? And tune in next week, folks, type of thing. Reality type of style, politics and judgery. So that for me is probably the most concerning thing. Not so much the fact that, because of course the court will make their decision based on the evidence they have, what's presented with them. From what I've read, I could see. I think that the jurors deemed that the evidence they had in front of them wasn't sufficient enough, in combination with some of the text messaging things, to sort of say that there was coercion and other stuff involved. But at the end of the day, it's like the take home is going to be, did he beat the system type of thing? And you're going to have the one side that's going to be like, it's a conspiracy and, Obama's involved and blah, 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 who will sensationalize it that way. And then you have the other side that will go, Diddy dunked on the system and throwing baby oil everywhere.
Hey, Chad, he's going to throw a party. He's going to throw a party.
Money miss, I dare him. Money miss, I dare him. Money miss, I dare him.
Nah, he's obviously.
No, hold on. Money miss, I dare him. If he throws a baby oil theme party, then I am leading the prosecution to throw him into jail for life.
Yeah.
If he throws a baby oil theme celebration for this, I will lead the prosecution to send him there for 2 life sentences.
A baby oil party and Trump will. If anything, I think there's a chance that Trump might even exonerate him. To be honest, so with those small things. But listen, guys, come on. So big, beautiful baby oil. Okay, there's nothing better than this big, awesome baby, some shit like that.
Okay,
yeah, it is.
So did you like the gifts? Did you guys like the
yes. Did you like the gift? You like the gift?
Yes, it looks so cute.
Yeah. So
hey, shout out to Chi. Yeah. So again, because lady told me that you have. I think once you light it, it should turn green.
Yeah.
So everything. So once you light the thing, it should turn green.
Yeah. No. It's
Was it like Nigeria themed or?
And money is shut up. Kenny, talk to me your reaction. Kenny, talk to me your reaction.
Congrats again to RDS and
Dr.
Omar would be proud. Anyways,
wow.
Kenny, that's a red. That's actually a red.
That might be it.
Kenny.
I had to. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
Kenny, why?
I'm sorry. I had to
Everybody was so still. Everything. Why did you have to do that, bro?
I had to do it. But no. On the serious note, congrats to RDS. But how do you call it? On the Diddy case, I'm not that surprised, because when you look at the actual case, what is accused of, the serious one, like sex trafficking and RICO, all this stuff, like these have to be proved beyond
reasonable doubt.
Reasonable doubt.
The RICO one was impossible.
Yeah,
that sex trafficking, it was those witnesses who were like, hey, we went first. So if you're not a victim, how can you say you were sex trafficked? Like, they were always going to get him on transportation. But Kenny, we were lied to, because the media was like, he's a sex trafficker. He's forcing people into sex. Lo and behold, no, he didn't.
No, but that's why I was like, obviously, the media, they're gonna be like, and that's why when they were putting out the stuff, the baby, or even the video, like the video with Cassie, even I heard some of the story about what they got in his house. Some of it is not even true. It wasn't like the actual amount and all that stuff. There was some lies still there. But you see that video of him beating up Cassie. Like I said, we know the guy is he's a horrible human being.
Yeah,
that's a
horrible. But he's not on trial for that.
The guy was not charged for assault.
No.
He was not charged for conjugal violence or stuff like that. It was what he was charged for. So that video has nothing to do with that. That video has nothing to do with whatever he's been accused right now. So that's why I was like, if you look at then I really focused. Like, I was really into it in the beginning, and then afterwards, when they started bringing in like Kid Cudi and all this stuff, I was a bit like, I tailed off. But when I was, especially the Cassie, the 3 days Cassie was there, I was like, actually I was into it. And then I was like, what? like what you're telling us is like you guys were doing the freak offs and all that stuff, but the more like the guy clearly didn't force you. Like he was clearly into it as well. Like he did some illegal, like the prostitution and all that stuff. But when people are trying to put him like as some ringleader of some crazy sex trafficking stuff, that's not it. The guy's just some freaky guy that was doing some crazy stuff. He was doing some illegal stuff, yes. But all these like for me I was expecting like when you press charge against a guy like that, I was expecting the proof and all that stuff to be a bit more than what we got.
And also, can you remember this is the federal government, bro. So for the government to flop like this, it's like why even go into court in the first place for what's transportation charge? Come on, bro.
Why do all that in the first place? And that's why I'm like, I'm not surprised that he's probably gonna be like they're probably gonna give him maybe 5 to 10 year max. And
wait. So you think he does 5 years? I'm thinking max 2 or 3. Because remember, this is the first time offender.
Nothing with bail. I'm thinking nothing with bail.
They denied bail today. I saw it.
Oh, they denied bail? Oh.
Yeah.
Judge is going to give him some. I mean, he'll give him some time. I don't think 5 to 10. I think like 2, like based on just how he's seen and everything. The judge is like, okay, look, I've got to give this guy something. Now remember, first time offender, he could go out on parole, good behavior and everything, celebrity tax and everything. But the judge is going to be, you're going to prison, because the people will look at the judge sideways if he gives him nothing and says, oh, you could just go away scot-free. Now that's not happening, no way. But 5 to 10, doubtful.
Can he make a phone call to like the president?
Oh, Donny T.
Yeah, give it to Don. There's photos. Just say Donny T. I'm here. Listen, like I know black culture, that type of thing. I can give you the vote there or something like that.
Wait, hold on. Side note, speaking of black, did you see that video of Trump complimenting the Angolan reporter?
Yeah.
Now look, he's not lying. She is an extremely beautiful woman, but guys, this president is like, screw it all, bro. This guy is doing whatever the heck.
It's vibes. It's vibes, about like,
Okay, wait, hold on. Let me bring in your boy Delta and then Elijah, then Money Mason. Delta, reaction, thoughts on the whole Diddy thing?
To be honest, Chase, I don't really know much about it. If I'm going to be real with you,
Delta. So you've not heard anything about Diddy, Baby Oil, running a criminal organization, the Daedler, all that?
Nah, I mean, listen. Recently, I've been watching Alex Jones, and listen. I know.
No, Delta. Please tell me you don't get your news from
Delta.
Infowars.
That's wild, man.
Delta, please tell me you don't take your news from
Infowars. Randomly say that.
No. It's interesting. It's interesting. Because
that's not right. He's a psycho.
No, HH. Listen, I think I'm not gonna get into it, but I think he might be on. No. Wait. Hold on.
He may be onto what?
Let Delta lad go on.
Listen, HH. Don't yell or don't scream, but I think he might be onto the Sandy Hook Elementary School shooting. I think there was some.
Right. Okay.
Listen, just give me a second.
He does know this.
Oh my god, man!
Let me just say this one thing. Just one thing. I was just wondering why.
Also, why?
No, just
why?
one thing.
At this point, you just have to just come to just assume.
No.
Delta, please. Can I just no. Delta, can I just get your response to Baby Oil and Diddy, please?
But let me just say this one thing. It's just really weird. It really is weird that you know what? Nah, actually, I'm not gonna say.
Yes.
Bro, kids died in that, right?
Okay, no. Okay, we're not even going. Okay, so Delta, respond to Diddy.
Like respond to him as in like.
So what do you think of the fact that like they don't believe that he's a supervillain and he's not convicted of sex trafficking or RICO based on just how he's been perceived? So do you think justice was served?
Like he's been charged with all 5 counts, and I'm just seeing right now. I don't know if this is true or not, but just news came out like he's been found non-guilty in all of them.
No, not guilty of 2.
Non-guilty in 3 of.
No,
Three out of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I really don't think anything big is going to come out of this. I'm even hearing like rumors about Trump pardoning him. I'm not sure how accurate this news is, but I don't know. I don't know if Trump. I know Trump is close with Diddy, which is weird because considering Trump is also close with Epstein, but that's another story.
Oh God,
I'm sensing the pattern here, Delta.
Wait, okay, Delta. Now I'm afraid to ask this, but this is the Vibes Hangout, and the Vibes Hangout we do things a bit differently here. So Delta, do you believe Trump is on the Epstein list?
Oh, absolutely.
1,000%. So believe Trump had redacted with an underage individual.
That is, I would say, an 80 to 85% possibility. Yes, because let me tell you this: why haven't the files been released yet? He's the president. Why haven't the files been released yet?
Maybe he's protecting someone, not himself, but protecting someone else.
Oh, come on, HH. You really think he's not protecting himself out of this? Like he's been seen with the guy. I mean, he was in his flight logs for God's sakes.
He actually wasn't in the flight logs.
No, he was.
He wasn't. No. They shared the same.
Please tell me Alex Jones didn't tell you that he was on the flight logs.
No. This has nothing to do with that. Listen, I literally only watch Alex Jones to get his conspiracy about what happened in Sandy Hook. That's it.
Okay.
Like,
all right.
I'm not gonna get.
Okay.
So you really shouldn't be laughing about
that. No. AK, be very clear. I am not laughing. Alex Jones is a psycho. That Sandy Hook thing, it really happened. I'm laughing at the psychoticness of Delta doing this. So it's an ironic laugh and everything like that. So wait, please, just to be clear here, Sandy Hook happened. It really happened. And Alex Jones is a known psychopath. Like, he's crazy. He's like, because I've read into him and everything, and I've watched people who've worked with him, and I've known him from his Texas days. He's always been a psycho. So he's always been a psychopath. And people say, oh no, don't judge a book by its cover. No, when a guy has shown decades pattern of a behavior of being a psycho and a loon, you don't believe that freaking guy. The guy's a psycho.
One guy even just said it. Listen, I'm just gonna say about Sandy Hook, there is an Israel connection because most of the actors. Listen. I'm just
okay. You know what?
That's a different conversation.
Elijah, can you grab that mic, please? Elijah, can you grab the mic? Elijah, you know what? This is the power of the mute button. Elijah, can you please grab the mic, please?
Did he just bring up
Elijah? He didn't. Let's just respond to Diddy. And also, Elijah, this is. I don't know what this is.
I blame you. No. Half hope. I blame you.
Elijah, he's getting party ready.
Yeah, he's getting party ready. Yes, because remember when he first dropped this? Remember when he first dropped this on this channel? He dropped it, and I'm like, if something goes wrong, I'm blaming him. Now look, I don't think due process exists in this country anymore. There's a saying from a Roman emperor, and I'm trying to know what it was exactly. He was like, the fall of an empire begins when, the law and the system it's just a joke. The American criminal system, justice system, whatever you want to call it, is an absolute joke. It just does not make any sense at all.
No, it does make sense, Elijah. If you have money, you're good. If you don't, you're screwed. That's it.
But that's the problem. That's a problem.
Oh, yeah, I know it's a problem. You said it didn't make sense. I'm like, no, it makes perfect sense. If you have a lot of money, you're good. If you don't have money, you're not good. That's how the law works. Sorry,
is this what we've come down to? Like, the guy's not even gonna. I don't even think the guy's gonna even do time. And if it's like time, it's gonna be like basic house arrest with like some DEA agents surrounding his premises. Other than that, he can do whatever the heck he wants. Like, I'm just really, I wouldn't say I'm disappointed, but it's just like, I'm not shocked.
So did you think that they'd get him on the sex trafficking?
I thought they'd get him on everything because I was told that there was enough.
Elijah, you think Diddy is a supervillain that runs a a organized criminal empire. Come on.
What that when you look at the file when it first came in, that's what I was assuming. I was like, bro, this guy has to be like a DC villain in Gotham or Metropolis, something.
But basically, the stuff that was being fed to us, was that real or was I trying to just paint a picture? Because put it this way, Elijah, do we believe that Curtis 50 Cent Jackson is a reliable source of information?
I wouldn't say reliable, but like you
Elijah, this guy ran around with a bulletproof vest, and yes, I had the poster, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we all did. Who didn't have that poster in 2005? Like, I was 5 years old and I had a 50 Cent poster. Like, come on, man. Like, everybody.
5 years old is a bit early, boy.
Yeah, Elijah, a 5-year-old having a poster of a guy with a bulletproof vest.
Look, I grew up in the hood, man. I grew up in the hood. It's different. But I'm just saying, like, bro, I believed him to a certain point because the guy just didn't seem right. Let's be like, for me, this goes back to like the Tupac stuff. It's mysterious. Biggie's death, mysterious.
Didn't he dress up as the Joker for Halloween?
Yes, and acted really crazy and mad and was going wild. Yes,
No,
yes, that happened.
do you know what the best thing is? I think he met Tyler the Creator that night, and then he's like, "Oh, Tyler," in the full Diddy like Joker costume, and Tyler like rolls up the window trying to like tell the driver like drive.
No, that, and then not only just that, like the guy also like Justin Bieber. Like, come on. I mean, Justin Bieber. Let's go. Usher. Like what he, the accusations of what he's done to those guys, and the crowd crush that was in Brooklyn, that was instigated technically by him. But the fact that the guy can literally just walk free, basically, and these charges are serious, whether there's not proof or not, but to be accused for this type of stuff is insane. Like, and it's cool. He's got off. Like, this is good. His lawyers did good.
Yes.
And the same lawyers are the same ones, I think, that also got what's his face?
Young Thug.
Yeah. 2 of those in about 6 months, 7 months. That's crazy. So my thing is Ragnar, I think you just possibly asked. I was gonna ask, who's worse, him, Diddy, or R. Kelly?
R. Kelly. When you're dealing, I mean, once you bring in kids, you see, it's this guy had sexual intercourse and pissed on an underage girl. End of the discussion.
The guy said age is just a number. Like,
just leave it after that. Just forget about it.
No, Elijah, when you're a grown man hanging around a school park for underage girls, you are a different kind of a demon. That's a different kind of a demon, bro. Like R. Kelly is, R. Kelly is undefeated, bro. He's undefeated.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I get that. And then also the tangible evidence. Also, the tangible evidence is absolutely off the charts. But Diddy, I think the biggest thing that got him through was because they said that a lot of the evidence that was presented was quote unquote not strong enough to condemn him for some of these charges. So whoever brought up the evidence, for sure. I just think it's just absolutely insane because Diddy, to me, he just never looked like a guy with the right mind. I've seen videos where, like, I think it was a TV show he did on MTV where he had he was looking for that next star, and he had these guys sing and all that, and he's like, "I like the way you sound, Daddy. I like the way you sound." I'm like, hey, like, bro, if you have a guy that's trying to sign you and he's telling me I like the way you sound, Daddy, that's a problem.
Wait. Did you watch the Terrence Howard interview where he said he met Diddy? Who's laughing in the background?
Yeah, that interview. The way Terrence Howard's like saying this.
I don't know. Terrence Howard
is saying trying to fuck me. Is like, what? No, it's like when you watch. Basically, Diddy literally said to. No. Because Diddy was just staring at Terrence Howard. Why is this guy staring at me? Staring at me. And then he then asked Diddy's like thinking that, wait, why is this argument? And Diddy, like Diddy's like side person says like, oh no, he wants to F you. No, he wants to screw you. That's why he's staring at you.
I know. I get the guy is an absolute freak. I get he's an absolute freak, and the stuff I've read, I mean, it's just I don't know, bro. It just seems something you do in a movie.
So before it comes to money, let me just Casey, MacBook Pro or MacBook Air, 100%.
Yeah, MacBook Pro. Right?
I'm saying right now, guys.
MacBook Air is better. Like unless you're doing like really high powered graphics and like those type of applications, MacBook Air can do like I know Casey's like.
Oh no, you know, no, it's okay, 100%.
I have both.
So basically, I do a lot of editing on Final Cut Pro and everything. That's why I need a MacBook Pro, which has a fan, which is where you do intensive stuff. But if you're just doing like basic stuff, MacBook Air, because they are always cheaper than the MacBook Pro. So just get a MacBook Air for thingy stuff. 100%.
Also, I think Casey is like coding, right? So I think coding MacBook Air is worth it for coding because
wait,
I think
for coding,
Pro is better in terms of high power applications, but personally, I wouldn't pay the higher price.
No.
Like, wait. For coding, go because I'm a software engineer, so like for coding, go with MacBook Pro. That's like it lasts forever.
Because some coding applications can run on the Air pretty well, like personally.
I think really MacBook Pro is if you're doing, let's say if you're editing 4K. 60 FPS stuff, then you need like a MacBook Pro. Anything else, a MacBook Air can pretty much do it. So MacBook Pro is if you're doing really high-end stuff. Let's say, in my view, 4K editing 4K 60 FPS video. Then you need a MacBook Pro.
Unfortunately, I have to use Windows, unfortunately.
Bro, I moved from Windows to Mac. I've never looked back, bro.
I don't
even want to look at it. That's Windows right now.
The issue with like Mac is the stuff that I use for college doesn't work on Mac, so you have to use.
There's a lot of stuff that, especially when you.
I don't know. I've always felt like Windows.
You don't work on Mac.
Yeah, no, Naomi, trust me, it's expensive. It's worth every penny. Getting a MacBook, it is worth. Once you get a MacBook, you will not look back. No more viruses. No more getting virus stuff like that. It works supremely. You're hardly getting slowed down. It's a huge investment, but if it's like your career or your work, it is worth every single penny. Get a MacBook, 100%. Monimus, Tech, thoughts on Baby All going free?
Well, he's not gone free.
Yeah, well, okay. But it was best case scenario.
Pretty much free.
Because I was so. Oh, but he's going to jail. Like, okay, free and 10 years, that's bad. Life and 10 years. 10 years is great. If it's between 10 years and life. So
yeah. Like, here's the thing. I don't think everything that got labeled towards him he actually did. Like, I'm not gonna lie, because they did the same thing with Epstein. Like, oh, this is all Epstein's island. Everything, the island is all Epstein. When we know Epstein didn't do it alone, he did it with other people, and they just wanted to throw Epstein under the bus so that way everyone forgot about the island. Diddy did all this stuff, but he didn't do it alone. But they're all trying to say Diddy did this, Diddy did that, and he did all these things. And it's easy to paint Diddy with that brush because, I mean, he's one freaky guy. Like, he does, like, really, really down bad things. Like, you've got 50 Cent talking about how he took him to, like, a gay strip club and that sort of stuff. Like, Mike Tyson, when he first met him, he was like, oh, Diddy was, like, caressing and touching my leg. And he was, like, trying to touch my penis and that sort of stuff. Like,
what?
That's kind of wild.
Did he say that?
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, Monimus.
Wait, say that again?
No, Elijah, don't say it again. You don't need to say it again. But we all heard what he said.
No,
Elijah, you've missed it and you missed it forever. Now, Monimus, here's the thing. Let's say that's true. If anybody, it's not worth it. Unless Diddy is the dumbest person in the world, why would you even try and do that against freaking Mike Tyson, who could punch your soul right back to the freaking
money?
Ages?
Maybe money.
I mean, have you seen Mike Tyson lately when he was showing his cheeks? I mean, maybe he's into it. I don't know.
Delta, just
a lot of these celebrities be onto that freaky stuff, man. I'm not surprised.
All right, Money talk to me, Money.
I mean, you do have to understand. Diddy's probably got all of his bodyguards on there with all their guns out. So, like, yeah, Mike Tyson could probably swing a punch and knock out Diddy, but like, all these guys around.
But then again, did you hear the whole Terry Crews story though? About how like someone actually sort of came onto him, and he was literally about to swing at him, and his wife was like, "Bro, you do that, your Hollywood career is done." Because in Hollywood, bro, that's what everyone does. Everyone is freaky.
They're all freaky. I can't even remember who it was, but there was this other celebrity who was like, I walk into a room and it's Diddy, Meek Mill, and like 6 other guys, and they're all making out. Like they're literally just all making out in the room.
What
like,
the heck?
Yeah,
you know what?
I feel like a lot of guys were as well like they were lying about them stories because they just knew if you say Diddy and some freaky stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I can't believe all the stories, bro.
But Kenny, why was Meek Mill in the pool talking about?
No. Meek Mill was definitely into the zesty stuff with Diddy. I ain't gonna lie. Meek Mill, you can't run away from them.
Kenny, did he get clapped? Is that what you're saying?
Okay, all right. Money, just keep going. Money, keep going.
Yes.
Question first, because it's a question about that. Do you guys believe all these stories? Because it's like I just think it's weird. Like,
wait, hold on. What stories in particular? What stories?
Like with the whole like Meek Mill and all this stuff that about Diddy. Because I don't know, man. Like, because it's like
okay. We were not there, so we don't know. But there's a pattern of the behavior. Like I believe that's Terrence Howard's story. Why would Terrence Howard lie that Diddy was looking at you because he liked you and he wanted to have sex with you? So my thing is that I don't know for sure, but there's a pattern of behavior where if it was found out to be true, I wouldn't be shocked or surprised based on the pattern of behavior of Diddy.
But why? Like my question is like, Double H is like, why though are they black? Like, there are no other races. It's like, why are they black?
Wait, what?
Okay, what do you mean by why are they black? Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, because it's like all these like stories are coming from like black people. Like, why are they not like coming from other people? Like that's the one thing. It's like,
come on.
No, it's the same thing with like the Illuminati and stuff. It's like.
Wait,
guys, welcome to the Vibes Hangout, man. This is what the Vibes means. This is what Vibes means, man. So.
You know what? No, it's because in the black community, like, it's not well seen. Let's be real, like that. That's why I love this guy. Wait. Do we believe in the Illuminati?
You outside?
I don't know about the Illuminati per se, but some stuff like society.
Yes. I don't believe in the Illuminati per se, but in terms of there is a sort of a secret society where you have to do crazy initiation stuff. I believe in that.
You mean Freemasons? Like, the Freemasons. That Met Gala stuff as well. Like, I don't know what all these people be doing in them parties, man.
Bro, man. I told you, that industry, Hollywood is crazy. Sorry, money must continue.
Wait. Just I think there's a whole conspiracy to diminish black people like that. As
I mean, look, Juju man, if you even look back to Jeffrey Dahmer, why was most of his victims black? Like, why did he have sexual relationships with black men? There's a black fetish. Like, there has to be coordination around it. Would you agree?
No, God.
Can you just?
I don't think it's an industry-wide thing, but I just think Diddy has a sexual preference towards black men. Like, I think Diddy likes black men.
So he's gay, basically.
Yeah, he's gay. He's gay.
Actually, no. I think he's bisexual. He's bisexual.
It's not well
because
seen,
because he has kids with 2 women or just the one woman. I think it's the one he has kids.
So is the issue that maybe he's gay, but he wasn't in the community? You don't think that it's accepted? So maybe he's.
No. I think that look, he's a sexually fluid dude. He's just sexually fluid.
Yeah, and I agree with RDS's point. I think when you consider the era of rap that he came up in, the mid to late 90s, you can't be like coming out as what Diddy is, because then it's like no one respects you in that industry if you came up as a rapper during that time. So it's like, obviously he has a fetish, and I think people who also do these things with Diddy, they found it very easy to just be like, let's just push this all onto Diddy, all the kids and all these things. Because let's be real, these things did happen at the parties. but we don't know specifically if it was Diddy or if it was people with Diddy or Diddy wasn't even involved in it at all. But we know that he's there. Yeah, like for example, Biggie. We know Biggie. I think he was gay, and Biggie has a lot of lyrics in his music where he talks about like sucking off men and that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nah, Diddy's got some sus lyrics, man. Like, we
Bro,
gotta keep it real.
no, seriously, like, no, seriously, I was going back, little some stuff. I'm like, yeah, it's because you just sort of accept it, but now you're like, yeah, all right, okay, that's interesting, but
And the thing is that we knew Diddy was an easy person to pin everything onto, and Diddy obviously he's not gonna come out and rap because listen, even though he didn't get charged with everything, he's probably done some stuff that he doesn't want people to know about that could end up getting him more years. So he kept his mouth shut. And I just think that, listen, we're never going to fully know who's involved with him or who does the things with him because they all want to keep it quiet because that will ruin their careers as well. And I mean, like, Diddy's just the easy victim. Like, Diddy's like this really freaky guy there's video footage of him dragging a woman off of the elevator and beating her up, and he's trying to sleep with like all the black guys in the industry because he's got a fetish for black guys. Like HH, I saw this other thing online. It was in the case files. HH, apparently he took 2 women and he role played a threesome between Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
yeah, that's yeah.
And he pretended to be Shaquille O'Neal.
Like, when word the story about him, he paid someone to have sex with Cassie, and then what he asked Cassie to go and bring back and put on his chest. That it was
that one was wild, man. That one.
Okay, Kenny. So just say it very slowly. What did he ask to put in his chest?
Nah, we're not speaking of that. I'm not saying that way. If you know what you asked to put.
Look, it's a vibes anchor. Someone has to say it. We're here for the vibes.
Can you just spell it out?
Nah, we ain't saying them things there, but yeah.
You can write in the private chat, Kenny, if you want.
Wait.
Oh dear, yeah.
Wait,
okay,
hold on.
Now. Okay.
Wait,
okay. You know what? All right.
Okay.
And let's be real.
Okay.
We know that when these 2
All right. You know what?
I mean, when
this prison time's over, you guys do understand that he's throwing the biggest party of the world. Like this party.
Because I want to ask you a thing. So let me just here's a joke because there's one thing I want to ask, and then we're going to get to the Squid Game stuff. So shout out to JS. The welcome back party is going to be diabolical. Bro, my upgrade to... But my thing, though, is will he be welcomed back and by how many? But because that's what I want to get into afterwards. Shout out to Free Baby H. People need to relax.
This is where actually comes into play.
People need to relax. People need to relax. And guys, that is not Sean Combs. Okay, that's not Sean Combs. I don't know Sean. Oh, by the way, I think Jesus, you have it. Take down that damn photo. That photo of me and Puffy next to each other because someone has superimposed my face onto someone next to Puffy. Please take that picture.
I think I have that picture as well.
Don't you dare, bro. Shout out to boy Rick. This only became a fed case because of the Cassie beating was past the statute of limitations for domestic violence, which is after 5 years. Many people commit these crimes. They care about going after big names.
I think they actually took in Diddy because they wanted him to flip on other people that could have done more. Because remember when he came in, I'm pretty sure he had a beef with what was it, alcohol company, was it?
Yeah, the Ciroc. The people that own Ciroc.
Yeah, he had like a beef with them.
Wait, does anyone else think? Does anyone else think like? No, I'll say, does anyone else think like they wanted to get access to them videotapes or some kind of evidence he had?
No, Ibs, I think that they want. Remember when he came out and they were like, "Oh, Jay-Z, Beyonce, all those other people. So what they want is like, bro, because again, like it's like in the movies, we want this fish to get the much bigger fish. So tell that, bro, how many people have been at this free? Because if we're gonna get an even bigger name, because let's be real, Jay-Z and Beyonce are much bigger names than Diddy is. So they probably wanted him to flip, and he didn't flip.
Think bigger than that. It's probably people we've never heard of who run companies,
Politicians,
around the world.
and everything, people like that. Shout out to Alhambra, man. Don't be shocked if Diddy suddenly Why?
Facts, because they did the same thing with Epstein, self-delete.
Oh, self-delete. Oh, I mean, but do you think his influence is as much as, bro, Epstein was with freaking politicians, high rollers. Diddy was not with, Diddy didn't rub shoulders with the guys that Epstein rubbed shoulders with. See, Epstein, he had to go.
Like
Epstein?
Freak off party.
Nah, but
It royal
he was with the
family
royal
kingdom was
family,
at these
Epstein.
freak off.
No.
Wait, hold
Epstein
on.
was
Did his freak offs?
crazy, bro.
Yeah, royal family. Prince Harry and Prince Andrew.
Yeah. You know what's also funny, Itch, is Kash Patel, who's pretty much the head of the FBI. He went to like Joe Rogan's podcast and he was like, yeah, Epstein killed himself. Like, we don't need to look into it. Like, he killed himself. Like, it's weird.
No one believes that. Okay,
exactly.
No one believes that, bro. Come on. Shout out to you, Rick. A lot of the evidence was Cassie and 50 Cent's baby mom's testimony, the Jane Doe. Bro, who the hell believes Curtis Jackson, bro? You're a rapper who only released one good album.
Why does he talk about Diddy so much? I don't get this obsession.
Diddy probably stopped him in his career.
Do you know why? It's because like Diddy dated 50 Cent's baby mama. So like 50 Cent loved this woman, and Diddy didn't care. He was just another like hoe. So like 50 Cent was so upset because he actually loved her. He actually loved her. That's why he takes it personal.
You know what, gentlemen, thanks for the insights. Continue, Fred. Any news on Cassie say husband? What do you mean by Cassie say husband?
Sorry.
Soy husband.
Soy husband. Oh, soy husband. I don't even know.
He must be trying to say sorry, husband. But I don't know.
Oh,
but anyway, the husband was the
tell me what you're about.
Know,
MGS, how does a post freak off hangout? You'll never know because it'll never happen. Never know because it never happen. So can you explain in the chat what do you mean by soy husband? Explain what you mean. All right, I want to ask one question, guys, and we're going to talk about Squid Game after. So, and I was actually having this discussion with my sister right now because I said to my sister that it's like Diddy is done. He can't come back. Revolt is done. Ciroc is done. Based off of that video, he can't come back. But my sister says that in certain circles, he'll be welcomed back. And then I now look at that video of people rubbing baby oil on themselves. Do you think there are places in which Diddy can still come back?
Yeah, look at Chris Brown, man.
Of course. They all do this stuff. That's why it's like most of them do all this crazy stuff. The people that have money.
No. Well, you see, there's a very thing about Chris Brown. We never had footage. It's one thing of
we
two
saw
things
the
happening
picture,
that we don't
and
know.
he even admitted it.
No. But there's something emotional of where you actually see raw, real video of it happening than seeing like the aftermath. Like the whole thing we did is that we saw you literally beat the crap out of a woman.
No, but my point is, Chris Brown, the first year, it was bad for him, isn't it? Like the first year. But then eventually people are just going to forget.
Yeah, because
that's what's going to happen. People are just going to forget.
Yeah, someone else is going to do even more crazy stuff, and then you're just going to...
You're gonna forget.
Kenny, let's be real. Who even talks about Chris Brown right now? Like, nobody really talks about Chris Brown.
No, he'll still relevant, bro. In music circles, the guys still look. When you're that talented, you'll always be relevant at some point. When you're that talented,
he hit Rihanna. It was big for like a few months, and then everyone moved on.
But let's be real. If Chris Brown never did that, he'd be far more famous and far bigger than he is right now. A guy that's talented, if he never did that, bro, he'd be number one. But that has always been a stain on him for forever. 100%.
But it was too
and also like again, but also it's Rihanna. Now, I'm not going to diminish any other woman, but it's freaking Rihanna that you date that to. One of the most beloved artists in the world. So that thing would have never robbed off of him. And again, for a guy that's talented, who people say, no, this is the closest thing to Michael Jackson that we have in terms of talent. That thing completely derailed his career, and due to that, he never reached the potential of what he should have been.
Talking about even Michael Jackson had some accusation on his name and all that stuff.
Oh no, but come on, it's my
he went to trial.
He went to trial, and also, Kenny, are you really comparing Michael Jackson to anybody?
But it's just that's what I'm saying. When there's guys that have a certain cachet and influence, like Diddy has a lot of influence still. Like you just even if like the accusation here is going to be, it's not going to be probably going to be able to move in certain circles, in some of the circles, especially maybe more in the certain communities. I think black communities, but I do think that honestly, I still think he's going to be able to make more. Like he's going to be able to gain business with certain people.
So do you think revolt can still be a thing? Revolt and can still be a thing?
Probably not revolt. Like I do think that as of now, like I think that as of I do feel like for most
so
black.
So what will Diddy be able to do?
He'll be able to run companies, but his face can't be associated with a brand.
He can probably still be like he still owns like his label. He can still be a label boss or stuff like that.
Your face can't be associated with the business.
Yeah, his face can't be associated, but he can still be behind the scenes owning stuff.
Yeah.
But you're not gonna be
like. Can you imagine like him doing music and then him quote saying "bad boys"? Like that just sounds
No, like, of course, Diddy is not going to be like he used to be on the front lines and like in the video and saying take that. Nah, he can't be doing that. But he can still be, like I said, behind the scenes, being owning stuff and stuff like that. Just you're not going to see him on the front line.
Yeah. Do you think like I don't think my view is like I don't think much will change because it's like. He is innocent. Like the only thing that's like bad reputation is beating Casey. That make him look bad. But
and Jujuman says that she decided to stay, and why did she leave and everything like that. Jujuman, no, Jujuman. But before we leave this whole thing, you are going to have to accept that video is bad.
Yeah.
And you're gonna have to accept Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah, but it's like I would have Stockholm syndrome if I was flying private too, and didn't have to go to a normal life. But it's like, but we
this is the goat, man. Jujuman's the goat.
Yeah. With the like Chris Brown and stuff too. Like I don't think like with Chris Brown, I don't think like people care that much about these cases. I think the media blow it out of proportion to make it look like they're bigger than they are. But if you're good at what you do, like you can get away with a lot. And people won't care that much.
is speaking frankly. See, my guys, I'm telling you right now. Let's just criticize it. If for some reason R. Kelly got released from prison early, just for some whatever reason, do you know that somebody would do a track with him?
Yeah, give it a few months.
And you know that track would sell a lot. And I think if you're talented enough, bro, there's a dude called Roman Polanski who had sex with an underage girl. He admitted to it. And because the judge did not agree with the little agreement and everything, he fled America. And the reason why he can't come to America is if he steps foot on American soil, he's going straight to freaking prison. And that same man, because he's so talented, they gave that man an Oscar. And he accepted his Oscar in freaking France. Because if he comes to America, he'll go to
people
prison.
were clapping, man. People
stood up and they clapped for a rapist. You know?
But that's a bigger issue. Like we as people move on very quickly from people's issues,
especially if they're talented. No. See, the speed matches how talented they are. The more talented you are, the quicker people will forget.
Yeah, because even Logan Paul.
It's because let's be real, people don't.
We don't need to go far. Look at Ronaldo, man.
Yeah, but like, most people don't care because they're not involved with the person. They probably don't even know who the person that are affected. They don't care. Like, let's be real, most people like
Oh, no, but see, Kenny, the assumption is, as human beings, we have like a basic morality and we have like basic empathy
We
for
don't.
people.
That's
And that's
that's
just
kind
BS. You see, that's whole idea. As human beings, we just have.
Squid Game shows that's nonsense, right? Isn't it?
That's true. No, but it's true.
Ooh,
It just shows that like people just care about what is in their circle and what they like. There are people right now that I don't, and you can prove it if I open up on my phone. There are people who still listen to R. Kelly, and will never stop listening to R. Kelly. Guys, look at that court outside. There were people who were fully defending Diddy, despite even after Diddy beat up Cassie, they were like Juju man. Well, she wanted it. Well, she could have left though. People will use mental gymnastics if this is their guy. If this is your guy and he's super sensitive and you worship him, they will use mental gymnastics to defend them.
Yeah, Double H. Even look at Trump, man. Like there are people that had Trump fans. You can say Trump can do anything. Even Trump bragged, I can shoot someone, and I'll still like. I think Trump bragged about shooting someone, and it's like people still support him. Like like it's like diehard.
Yeah. No. That's the thing. So I mean, like, so someone so you think that your boy can't come back, or sorry, you think Diddy can come back, but in what capacity?
Yeah, like obviously he can own brands and be a part of brands, but in a behind the scenes sense. From a marketing standpoint, your face can't be associated with brands, because then the price of it will drop, because no one wants to be associated with you now.
Wait, no, not necessarily. Like if let's say let's think if Diddy can play this smart and like the baby oil, he can monetize that. He can monetize that. Like, he can monetize that.
Wait,
he can
what?
monetize it through advertising. He can monetize it. Like
wait, what?
He can monetize it. It might be as hit.
Hit Squid Game. So Squid Game, how was it?
Yeah. No. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. So, okay, so Juju, what you're trying to say is he should capitalize on the whole baby oil thing and have like a whole baby oil Diddy line.
Juju man, that is the worst thing that Johnson's baby oil can do, being associated with Diddy after being involved in a federal case.
There is no chance in 6 hex that Johnson's baby oil are going to come anywhere near. Put it this way, Johnson's baby oil would rather partner with that Johnson's and Johnson's COVID jab than freaking Diddy, bro. They're not coming with Diddy.
That's marketing. That's PR nightmare right there.
You know, if you did that, like as the actual owner of Johnson's, you probably lose like 70% of your stock. Like that's literally the worst 100%. Thing you could have done.
Imagine if let's say you could go down to like Walmart or Tesco's, and like you see baby oil, and you just see like Diddy's big face on it. Do you know that your whole company is just going to get tanked? And the only person that will buy it is Juju man. He'll be the only guy purchasing that baby oil, bro.
Oh no! I'll pass. But it's just I think it's like because it's like he already has the baby oil rep, so you might as well monetize it.
This is not rep. This is not rep.
Yeah. It's not something to be proud of, man. Okay. So now
you think this is good PR is so.
Okay, so guys, let me be clear here. We are about to do a spoiler review of Squid Game. So you said in the hand that you've not seen. So if you've not seen Squid Game, this is your final warning. We are about to do a spoiler warning of Squid Game. So I'm going to give people a chance. So basically, once you come back, I'll put like a little banner that shows that we'll be talking about, let's say, movies, because we're going to talk about Superman and Fantastic Four and like movie stuff afterwards. So this is going to be a Squid Game thing. So if you've seen Squid Game, actually no. I'm seeing that because I was busy today.
Basically, HH.
Can we also talk about the fact that Kevin Durant got traded to Rockets? We haven't.
We'll throw it on. Look, it's a We'll throw it on.
Just put me in the background when you guys are done. Because right now, Potch is doing Potch ball is cooking.
Is Squid Game actually
you're playing Guatemala.
Wait, hold on, Kenny. You've not seen Squid Game?
None of the. I watched the first episode of the first season.
Same. Ever since then, I've never watched.
Wait. You gave up after the first episode of season 1?
No, I never. When stuff have too much.
Oh, you never got into it, basically.
You don't feel enticed.
Yeah, I don't feel enticed by it. So,
No, trust me. If you watch season 1, you'll be like, yeah, that was actually worth it.
AJ,
Season 1 is amazing. So Katie, look, we're going to spoil it. So if you're happy with it being spoiled, you're happy to stay.
I don't mind.
Okay, so we're gonna spoil everything, and then obviously afterwards. So again, this is your final warning, guys. We're about to do a spoiler review of things. Let me even put anything in so we don't people say anything. Okay, current topic. So again, your final warning. This is a spoiler review of Squid Game. Squid Game reaction spoiler. A spoiler review of Squid Game. So remember your final warning, because we are going to now reveal everything. Because obviously it's ended, it's over. I'm going to reveal everything of Squid
There's
Game.
gonna be one person in the chat that said, "Don't spoil it." I didn't know.
I know. No. There's always one. There's always oh, you're gonna spoil it because I've said it, and there's a thing right there that says current topic Squid Game reaction spoiler. The thing that says here. So, all right, now we're about to roll. So Squid Game. So guys, finally warning. This is Squid Game spoiler talk. Spoiler. J-Twist thoughts.
Well, I think we know why season 2 and 3 were made.
Oh,
because
Cash.
the ending when they showed what's it called, Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Oh no! You see, because remember, we knew that David Fincher was already going to take over. Like because if you think about it, so basically, the guy, I think it's Hwang Dong-hyuk, he made no money on the first season, nothing. And then they were like, bro, we'll give you as much money as you want to do 2 and 3. Because he was done. He wants to do something else. He was like, bro, if you're going to give me generational wealth to do this, fine. So 2 and 3 was just like, look, I'll put something out there because I know that you guys want to make this into a freaking franchise. Because the way to end that, bro, you can't end it like that. But you only end it like that if, we want to end it in a way in which, okay, we want to now look for this. Because, bro, there has to be the fact there was no showdown between Ji-Hoon and Frontman, that's freaking crazy. But sorry, continue. But your thoughts,
Yeah.
please.
I'm just wondering, why in an American alleyway are they playing Dakji? I just want to know that. Like, how does that make any sense?
Basically, it's just to show us, hey, this is the new season.
Over by Korea.
Money.
It's just see, teasing the season. People saying it's season 2 and 3. It's not. It's just the season 2 split in 2 parts. That's what it is.
Yeah. No. Like it's season 2 into like literally like season 3 literally picks off just as season 2 ends. So it's one season split in 2.
It was meant to just be one season. That's it, done. Because then it would have been one of the goated TV shows of all time. Just season 1. Season 2 and 3, you're adding into. You can't repeat the story of season 1 because then it's gonna feel like a knockoff. So you have to change it.
But my thing was that there were still some amazing moments in 2 and 3 though. Like
that is
like
true.
like that whole mother and son, that was a very good dynamic. And even what again, like to follow up season 1 is literally impossible because that is literally one of the most phenomenal seasons of anything that we've seen. So to follow up, it's impossible. But the fact that he was able to do something like this, and he didn't want to do it. But he did it because we were going to pay far too much money. And it's still pretty impressive knowing that the creator was like, bro, I'm done.
You know this guy lost teeth over making this series?
Yeah, he lost teeth on the first season. He lost teeth on the other season. Stress.
But you know what? I'd take losing teeth to getting like a couple million in the bag. Like, it's worth it. You just get a set of veneers. But I'm just... It's just the ending for me. It's the problem is because if it finishes, he'd finished it as a season 1, and that was like the perfect ending. Like it's done. The player wins 4, 5, 6 wins. And that's it.
So again, what the issue is, guys, we're spoiling. So if you have any agreements, screw you guys. I've told you spoiler warning about 300 billion times. So was your issue that he died or the way that he died at the end?
Like, can we really have a baby winning the Squid Game?
Yeah, I'll be honest.
AI CGI baby as well.
Hey, the CGI was
no. Which was worse, the CGI dog or the CGI baby?
No, J2 was so.
CGI dog was worse. CGI dog was worse.
Was so bad.
Wait, J2 was so bad.
Actually, you know what? No. There's something worse than CGI baby and dog. The fucking VIPs. They were the worst thing in the show.
Yeah, I hate them. Man.
That was they were atrocious. Like
Don't you,
literally, every time
don't
it
you
came
feel like
on,
their
my
voice
mind
was
just went off.
dubbed?
Yeah,
Like
even
it
in
was.
season.
I,
Yeah,
I,
it's
I, don't, I don't think that's the worst one. I think the worst one was and look, this is just my opinion.
Okay.
I heavily disagree with you when it comes to the dynamic between the mother and the son. Why the hell would you kill your son for a woman you just met in this game?
She no.
No,
She
she
didn't
did.
kill him. She
She
stopped
did.
him. No. She
No.
stabbed him in the shoulder. No, basically, she stabbed him in the shoulder. She stopped him. But she effectively killed him because you know the rules of the game.
Exactly.
If he doesn't kill
Yeah,
someone,
he-
he's going to be killed.
No, it's just she killed him. Like the guys with the guns.
Indirectly, yes. She
Yeah.
did. Indirectly, yes.
I
But
hated
to be
that.
fair,
No,
she's saving the
what-
baby though, so it's like
No,
it is what it is.
No. But J2S, it is tricky though because you know what the rules are. Yes, you're saving the baby, and let's be he's not going to kill you. He wants to kill that woman. If he doesn't make it kill, he's dead. So literally, you are allowing your son to die to allow this mother to live.
And then he
And
bloody ends up
this
dying
one
as
who you
well.
don't know, but this is your son. This is your child.
AJ, she
Yeah, but
ends up
he's-
dying the next episode as well. It's just stupid.
Yeah, exactly. And I just want it to be more realistic in a sense, H, because no mother. will stop her
Okay, so
son.
what do you think would have been more realistic then? That he kills her, he kills the mother. No, what I thought
that'd be
they
a
would do
comparison.
is she forces the son to kill her. No, like the mother forces the son to kill
Yeah.
her. That's
But
what I
yeah.
thought would happen. Like, oh damn.
Yeah, because
I think
you
that
know
did
it's a good
happen,
payoff.
right?
Because
I
the whole
think that,
point, the mother's in the game, is because she's trying to pay off her son's debt.
No,
So
but
then she gives him his.
J2S, that did happen, right? Like she tried to force her son to kill her.
Wait, hold up. Did you want to kill the baby or the woman? I swear it was the woman that he wanted to kill.
The baby didn't count as a player, so that wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah. So no, it was the yeah. It could be the baby.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
like
player
the
two,
baby
it was
was a
player
contestant
2v2.
after the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a 2-2.
But as bad as it is, as bad as killing the mother, he would still keep the baby alive. So I don't understand the mother's role for killing her son just to keep the other mother alive. Because in a sense, that's your blood, like that's your son. You're willing to kill your son for a woman you just met for a couple, maybe not even.
Well, okay, well, hold up. Add context. Woman you've met, yes, but you just delivered her baby. So
Yeah,
you
but-
literally delivered the baby. So you've obviously formed, even if for a short time, a small bonding process. You've been a mother already. So you're looking at someone who's just been given birth, and you know what it means to be a mother giving birth. So there's that kind of motherly bond that you have over them.
I think
So
also, go on. Sorry.
so basically, so sort of in that sense, which is why I say like it's a very interesting dynamic because I can see both sides. I can see the side of her of like just making a very emotional split-second decision of like, oh, no, don't do it.
But
Even though it's like,
also-
oh, what does this mean?
Hold on,
Also-
let me ask you this.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in this position. Okay, so you're gonna be in Squid Game, and you're gonna be in the mother's role, and this is gonna be your son. And he's like, "Dad, move away. I gotta kill this woman, so I can live." Would you kill your son? No, this is just you.
No,
and your
no. Because I know the rules of the game, and I'm like, yeah, that's my son.
But also, bigger picture is the last living memory of her son is going to be him killing somebody. Like in her mind as a mother, I don't think she wants to remember.
But then, the alternative is that he's dead.
Yeah, but you both know that one of you are going to die.
Yeah,
anyway.
but
There's only one person that can win the game.
It's on him. He had ages to kill someone else.
Wait, hold on, Chronicle. No, it's not only one person can win the game.
To be
Remember,
fair, the last game,
you can make. Remember, well, okay. Yeah. See, they don't know what's going to happen afterwards, but in their mind is, let's find a way for everyone to vote for us to leave and take these winnings away.
To be fair, that would never happen because of the fight they had at the end of season 2. Because they show the two sides eventually. I think it's episode 1 or 2. There's like 20 X's and then there's like 50 something O's.
I mean, but then you are just hoping somehow, somewhere you can just convince people to swing the vote. But I mean, basically, it's like, again, it's a bad gamble, but you're still gambling that can we somehow swing this freaking votes? Even if you're right, based on the dynamics, there's so many people who are hell bent on just going all the way. based on just pure greed. But no, but Delta, my answer to you is that if I'm in the mother's role, it's it. But you see, Delta, I'd have to be a woman because it's very hard to understand the psychology of having that bond of delivering a baby of a woman, knowing that you've been a mother as well. Hence why I'm like, it's difficult because I just think she just made a very emotional decision. Like, bro, she's really just going to kill this young woman who I just helped deliver her baby right there, knowing that I'll be the mother as well. So that's also a very emotional decision. Oh, boom. But it's like, oh, what have I done?
I don't think it's a tough decision. I mean, they abort a lot, so I don't think that's like tough. So it's like, but with the show, like, I think like I'll give my whole show a review because I think after I agree with Mace, like I mean with I think J2S. So I think after season 1. I've been skipping, like watching skip, watch the game and then watch the game and then skip.
You can't just skip the game, dude. You gotta watch what happens.
Oh no! I meant like.
No, he means he just watches the games and then forgets the bits.
He just watches the games and he skips the actual story.
He just watches the killing, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it sounds.
Juju, man, you are amazing. You're truly amazing.
Yeah, bro, that's
because it's like. It was just
Juju, man, aren't you like really confused at certain points? Like, how did this character come here?
No, I just wanted to see who wins.
He's like, wait, what? Was he in the beginning of the season?
But hold up. Sorry, so let me just ask. So Jihon, and this is, I think this is because I was talking to my brother about it, and my brother raised this point of, okay, Jihon, you kill yourself because you want the baby to live. Who's going to raise that baby? Okay, it's like what happens now? Okay, the baby's alive. Okay, now because wait, hold up, didn't they explode that whole structure?
Yeah.
So hold up, isn't the baby dead?
No, the baby's with the cops. You know the front
man.
His brother.
Yeah.
So we got the brothers and a baby. So he's become a father, well, like an adopted father, and he's got 45.6 billion won. Like technically, he won.
Oh, we have to talk about the detective man because that storyline was a whole lot of bullshit for 2 seasons.
Have you seen all the memes going around?
So basically, he ran all the way to just say, "Yeah," and then just shouted him after everything. He just shouted at the guy, and that's it.
No, he looked for the island. He looked for the island for 3 years. Turned up when it got obliterated, and then said why to his brother, and then never saw him again.
That's clear. That ended with crash, man.
No. It's just the whole season 3. It just, I mean,
no. But it's just guys. They sent as bad as Game of Thrones.
No, it's not. But that ending was bad, man.
No. It's for me. The ending was like it's a whimper. It was not bad. It was like Game of Thrones was atrocious.
I didn't mind the game at the end.
Wait, hold on. So Chronicle, your thoughts on this?
It's just who won.
I think I'm a bit different. I'm a bit more satisfied than other people because I like the shock factor, and a lot of the time it wasn't some Marvel good ending bullshit. Like I was so glad that they didn't sell out and go with that because think about it, it could have been way worse. When I heard season 2 and 3 were coming out, I was thinking this is going to be such a money grab. I feel like they carried on the show not too bad because I think they weren't planning to do a season 2 or a season 3. Well, 2 seasons at once because they filmed both season 2 and season 3 at the same time. That's why they came out in a 6-month period. I'm quite satisfied mostly. I didn't think it was too in depth, the story. I think the message was portrayed quite well, especially with 456 dying at the end. I think, although I didn't like the baby winning, that was a bit of a cop out, to be honest. But
okay, but my thing is like, actually, could 2 people win?
Yeah.
If he pressed the button and pushed them over, then they would have both won.
They would have split the money,
Yeah,
maybe he's just like, I've given up. I played 2 games and just fuck this, basically.
Yeah.
Maybe he's in that mindset.
Actually, no. I think he just forgot to press the button, So,
yeah, they were too busy.
Go.
Yeah. They were just saying you're too focused on trying to kill each other. You're not thinking about pressing the damn button. Like, try and put your head in their minds. But anyway, I think they carried on the theme from season 1 to 2 and 3 very well. because it's all about loss. It's all about, you know, there were so many times when you get connected to a character and then you lose the character. A lot of the time I was, you know, they didn't find a way to cop out things. And there was a few times where I was like, you know, when the VIPs turn into, you know, in the hide and seek game when
Yeah.
I was like, please do not let these stupid
Yeah, I was worried, bro. I was like,
ruin
I mean,
these,
no, because they tried to almost ruin the damn show. I was
oh
like,
my
please,
god,
they're not gonna.
yeah. And someone mentioned it. Their voices, they did not sound real. They didn't sound like
Yeah, it sounded weird. Their voices. I was saying
No,
that.
but you know what it
it was
is?
like,
I think there was bad actors. But I think that, okay, so you have those trash actors, but then you have Kate Blanchett, one of the best actresses out there. So if you can get to Kate Blanchett, you can't get better actors to be the VIP.
They spend the whole budget on Kate Blanchett. Like,
you know, true. Yeah,
you know, this is actually a common thing because you know in other K dramas when they bring in like English actors or like American actors, they're all really shit.
Yeah. So it must be like a Korean thing, yeah.
yeah.
But
Wait, hold on. So when you finish my Korean, and the conversation,
Yeah, I think last thought, I just want to say, I really wanted, it's not from this season, but from season 2, the reason probably why, it was my favorite season, in my opinion. Season 2 actually was really
You know
good.
what? Chronicle, you know what? You are probably alone in this. I know a lot of focus season 1. My favorite is season 2.
Dude, season 2 was, I loved it because
season 2 is because see, I'm one of those guys of where if let's say you're doing a follow-up of a really great thing, I'm always going to be on a sort of like what risks I need to take. And to follow up season 1 with the things they did in season 2, I was like, my favorite, like obviously objectively season 1 is goated, but for me personally, I like season 2 though best.
Yeah,
personally.
because I'd like to say the salesman, Korean salesman was my favorite actor in the whole thing. I think he was
is it episode 1 of season 2?
Yeah, he
that
was
whole dynamic.
That guy, yeah.
The Russian roulette and the rock paper scissors. That dynamic is the best.
Best games. He made the best game.
No,
it wasn't even in the Squid Game itself.
You know what? I'll agree with you.
It was amazing.
That might be the best episode of the entire show.
Yes, agreed.
Like episode. Basically, that's his whole arc. I think was it 2 episodes or also 1 episode? His whole arc.
It was just 1 episode.
Yeah, no, bro. That's the best episode of the whole show.
Yeah, because Jihoon did the Russian roulette with him as well, I think, and then that's what it got him killed. But also just the takeover of the conglomerates. You know, they thought they all formed together inside to try and have this full gunfight. It was action packed. I thought it was really entertaining. But yeah, season 3 was the worst out of the 3. But I still don't think.
Well, I'm really confused. So no, I don't know if I missed it or anything, but okay, the first game when they went hide and seek, the main character wanted to kill one of the guy who, for some reason,
who basically was a coward and didn't help them in the assault.
Yeah, what really happened? Because they never really went into details.
Oh, so basically, you know, in the was it episode 7 in season 2? They got the guns in it and they're running out of ammo. He sends him to go get the ammo. He grabs it, and then he has like some like PTSD kind of shock and. They never get the ammo, and then it all just collapses.
Yeah, he was too scared. He just froze, and then they all ran out of ammo, and that's what got him killed.
And then in episode 1, he you know when he's like locked up and chained to the bed, and they're talking to him, and then player 7 says, "Oh, it wasn't anyone's fault. It was player was it 2AA or something 3AA, the one with the ponytail." He says it was him because he just didn't give the ammo. Because he lied about being a Marine. He said he was a Marine to his best friend who got killed.
Okay. Let me ask you. Okay, so let's say he got them the ammo. Do they survive that assault? They do better. They do better.
No, they don't. They still don't survive because the front line was already there.
No, they don't. I mean, they would have made it more, but you were never going to win. You were never going to win, even if you got the ammo. But I do get why Jihoon was basically like, bro.
See, but at the time, he would have thought the front man was on his side, so. In his mind, he's still thinking, I got all these people killed, basically.
Yeah, but JHOS, there was still a snake among them. What's that?
Yeah, but Jihoon doesn't know he's a snake, so he thinks the front man's dead at the time. No, he doesn't know he was the front man.
No, I'm talking about one of the soldiers. She saved 246 because he had a baby.
Oh, yeah.
She could have been fighting with them. Yeah, she.
No, but guys, I think we can all agree. The moment that literally made me, I almost punched the screen. When the trans character got stabbed.
Oh, that was the worst.
I was so bro. I was like, because literally she was like, you know, She would have just walked out, was like, you know what, I've got to save them. And that prick, that bloody
it was
prick
an
had to just-
accident. It
That's
was an
the worst
accident.
death of
It was an
all.
accident.
No. Wait, what do you mean it was accident? Him and the drug guy was like, the more people we kill, the more chance we can have, because the less we have to now spread the money around. So let's just start killing as many people, these guys that we remember, you can kill, you just have to kill one just to win the game, but you can kill more than one. But say, if we take out many people, it means that we have more money. Remember, at the end, he wanted the money. He was obsessed with the money. So he was like, yeah, that's actually a good idea. Or like, let's kill a lot of people. So yeah, of course, that's one mistake. If you didn't have the whole idea of like, let's go around, because you've already killed one, so you're good. But you wanted just to kill a lot of people, so of course I'm gonna freaking blame him. You know, I was like, when that happens, like, oh, really? I was like,
As soon as she turned around for the keys to try and go back, I knew she was dead. I was in my head. I was like, "There's no way." Like,
I knew, but I thought it was going to be the druggy guy that was going to do it.
Yeah,
but I didn't know it was going to be the boyfriend guy.
It adds more emphasis that it was free, because in the same room he's seeing his baby, and he's like, "Fuck."
Yeah, but that guy didn't care about his baby, man. Let's keep it real, man.
He was never gonna kill the kid, man.
No, don't care about his baby though.
Was he gonna drop that baby?
I think it was just leverage. I think it was just like a bluff. You know,
it was just to get the what's it called, Jihan to drop the knife, basically.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if he dropped it. To be honest, I really wouldn't be surprised.
Delta's come on, stop. Like, let's be real. He's a prick. He's not that much of a prick. He was not going to drop a damn baby, man. Come on, like that's crazy. But what's cool? So, RDS, your thoughts on this Squid Game? RDS, what's it called? So Ibs, your thoughts, Ibs?
Yeah, overall, listen, like I like the games. Like season 3 games are very good. Like the rope one, the hide and seek one.
Bro, Ibs, that's swinging rope, man.
Yeah, that was a good game.
So don't laugh. When I saw the game, and then I saw the mother with the broken ankle, I was like, you know what?
Yeah, she's good.
Look, Ibs, what the hell would they? How is she gonna go across? How?
You know the trans character would never beaten that. You know the trans character, because they got stabbed in the foot, innit? So they would have never done the long rope. They wouldn't have made it.
Wait.
Yeah, she was screwed. She was screwed, man. That one.
She was screwed. Like, I know she got killed by 333, but she would have been screwed in the next game.
Yeah, but overall,
no. The way she was moving, she would have found a way. The mother, she was screwed, but I think she would have found that. No, that trans character was freaking like go. He's she was OPP. So go for it.
Wait, the mother didn't play the jumping rope, right?
No, she killed herself.
She couldn't make it. She got a fucked up ankle.
I thought you meant. So you mean the young mother or the older mother?
No, the older mother.
Well, she killed herself. Remember, she hung herself.
She committed suicide. Yeah,
she committed suicide. Yeah.
No,
she did an Epstein.
Okay, so RDS, quick thoughts, and I'll come to Ibs. RDS, and then Ibs.
Cool. Yeah, so I'll just be quick. Yeah. Just I think this, because obviously this was split into. I mean, it's one whole season, but they split into 2. I don't know why Netflix decided to do it in this instance, but they did. Season 2 was actually okay. But season 3, I think, started well. But to be honest, season 5, the episode 5 and 6 to me, I think ruined it. I think they ended it quite badly. I think that the subplots, kind of, especially with what the frontman's brother, just went into nowhere. I think that the whole thing was wasted, not wasted time there. I mean, to be honest, it's saying that, to be honest, that my favorite character in like the whole thing at the end of it was the what's his name, Woksun, the gangster. The gangster that was active. He was actually my favorite character in the entire thing.
I thought you were gonna say the baby then, yes.
Shout out to the baby 222.
The poor CGI baby, yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, I think one thing that I didn't like about, I think this, and maybe I'm going to be more negative compared to others, is the fact that in the first season of Squid Game, the game seemed to be more based around Korean culture, and there wasn't so much about like, okay, we're gonna just kill everybody, but like where it's the designers run the games. I think with these games, certainly the ones that were in this season 3, it was literally just kill everybody. Just like, we want you to just, it's in the game that we want you to kill the other opponents, which I just thought was a little bit like, okay, fine. It feels like you're doing that to kind of speed things up to get things down the road. As far as the main points, I mean, you probably talked about mother, stabbing her son and that type of thing. Fine, I don't have any real issues with that per se. It's a choice. It was quite heartfult.
Oh, come on, RDS. You definitely do have an issue with it. You just don't want to admit it.
My biggest issue was with the way the whole thing ended, because the last game for me, just writing wise, just made no sense. Like, the whole thing literally made no sense whatsoever. I was getting confused with the rules. I was like, okay, can you push one person off? But even if you put that to one side, like, there is easily a way, if the writers allow it, that everyone survives. In terms of like the kids, the father of the kid, they all survive. They don't all have to die. Magically, they all don't put their foot on the button to start the game and all that sort of stuff. So there was a lot of, I just felt that in episode 5 and 6 there was a lot of writing that was quite convenient, and at the end the whole kind of, okay, we're gonna do, because we're doing spoilers, right? We are doing spoilers, yeah. The whole thing of, oh yeah, we're gonna have one in America now. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake, man! Just why do you have to drag out this whole thing? I don't.
No, like, again, like, artists, welcome to Hollywood.
Yeah, no,
it was so popular, they're gonna milk it to dry. They'll milk it to dry.
It's just like you do. I think the most disappointing thing about this is that we're 2 seasons in and I barely know anything about this organization. At least at the beginning of season 2, season 1, you think, okay, maybe we'll know a bit more. Maybe that's for the detectives. There'll be a few more clues. I'm not saying they should say everything, but like, via the side stories and maybe and the front man, you want to know a bit more about why this has happened, who started it, what was the origin, all the rest of it, etc., etc., etc. To kind of have like, so you're kind of thinking, at the end of it, I'm like, okay, so I still don't know much about this organization. All I know is that it's now worldwide. It's going to go to the States, and just people die, and that's about it. And the 2 subplots really kind of went to nowhere, really. So yeah, what I'll say is that it was good. It was entertaining, but the ending, in my opinion, was poor, and it could have been better. That's just my 2 cents.
Yeah.
We'll talk Abe's and then come to Ginger Man. Abe's, go for it.
Yeah, overall, up to like the first maybe 3 or 4 episodes, I was enjoying it, but obviously it was good games. There was a lot of like plots, like a lot of people are dying. The characters were good, but it felt like a little bit rushed. Like, I felt like it should have been at least 10 episodes. And I felt like if it was 10 episodes, it would have been at least like everything would have been concluded properly. But the games were good overall. The characters were good, but yeah, it's just that ending. Like, you just see your brother for a few seconds, and boom, that's it, and the story's done. You know what I mean? So it was kind of just like the ending didn't satisfy me. Like, in terms of story.
So the detective and the frontman, so they're blood brothers.
Yeah, the brothers. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you remember in the first season he goes to the island because he's looking for his missing brother, who turns out to be the front man?
Okay. Wait. So I'm confused. Is the last episode even a game? So J2S, is that even a game where you just push somebody? Like, I know
exactly.
No. It's
you're right. Like, it's
Squid Game, but remember the Squid Game in the first season?
Yeah, but that's a game.
In the different. Yeah, no, but it's called like Skyfloor or something like that. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, but I think the artist is making, like, the beauty is like, oh, these are all the games we played when we were growing up, but with an interesting twist. But it's just, but again, artist. But the whole point is that the guy didn't want to make any more seasons. This is just a guy was like, okay, I'm doing it because remember, the first season he didn't get paid for the first season, so this is about. This is not me to get paid. So you're now forcing a guy to do something that he actually doesn't want to freaking do creatively.
That's what I'm saying. It felt like in the last couple of episodes that Netflix or someone had come in and said, right, I know you don't want to make any more episodes or something like that. We want to make this global and commercialize it. So there was some sort of like American Hollywood persons. Hence why the thing at the end, like when people said it was a twist where you saw that it was in America now, people were like, oh, it's like it didn't. There was no twist to me. I was like, oh, this is predictable. Of course, because it's popular, they're gonna put it in America.
Now, artists, you know, it'd be messed up. It would be messed up if Squid Games became like a reality show, kind of like Wipeout, where like you just have like people competing like each season.
Wait, as in people actually die in real?
No, not obviously not the dying part, but I'm talking like. Well, I mean, we've seen on YouTube with like.
Oh, no, wait, hold on, no, it's already happened. They did a real Squid Game thing already. TV show.
Mr. Beast in his games.
Yeah, like Mr. Beast as well.
So then you should be even less. Okay, then you should be even less.
But let's keep it real. Hollywood, Netflix, they're gonna absolutely ruin the story anyway. Like, I'm not even watching that.
No, but Abes, I'm with you. But if I don't want an American show, keep it correct, and I don't even want it anymore, it's fine. But if you have to do it, the best person to handle it is David Fincher. That's the best person,
but you know what,
and that's the guy that's doing it.
Wait, I have a question. So, what would you guys want to see for season 4? Like, what do you think a good plot would look like for season 4?
Wait, no. It's done. The new thing is an American.
The Korean Squid Game is done.
The Korean Squid Game is done.
David who?
No, you know,
David Fincher 7.
David Fincher 7, Fight Club.
I don't know.
The thing though is that like for Squid Game to work, it has to be contextual to that particular culture. So if you can transport what happens in Korea, you know, and then put it into America and go, because then I'd be like, in my mind, I'd be like, really? Are you that?
Yeah.
In America?
What games in America? Like, what games have they got? Like Korea, they got like some Korean games.
You know what? We're actually missing a key thing here. You see, the impact is gone. Let's be real, guys. We all know where we were, what we're doing, and how we reacted when we first saw green lights, red lights.
Yep.
So we're like, what the F is going on? And that you can't replicate that. Yeah, you can't.
For me, that was like the most iconic and best game that you can make. Because
no, but that's it's not even that. The fact of like we didn't know what was happening. We just said, oh, this is new show out, and we were like, okay, red light, green light, stop. And the moment that someone got popped off, we're like, what the hell is going on? Our emotions watching that for the first time. These are all games we used to play as kids. But if you lose, you get killed. That concept is crazy. You can never replicate that again. You just can't.
The problem is as well, you can't call the American one Squid Game now because Squid Game is a natural Korean game.
That's true, yeah.
Exactly. You can't call the American version of Squid Game. That's called something else.
I'll just imagine
how trash that story is.
I was a
that's the thing.
We're gonna make like Call of Duty.
Wait, hold on, Jujuman.
Yes, like you said this. I was going to add like the one thing that I liked about like the first season. And I didn't like about the other one is like it was unpredictable. I don't know where we were going. I just know like there's going to be a game somehow. All these people are not going to make it.
Yes,
and they're going to die in a messed up way. So I was like, okay, I'm hooked. But once it reached the second season, for me, that's why I didn't like it going forward. It's like I knew what was going to happen at some point. All that leading up to the game, I knew at some point we're going to play a game, and then most likely it's the same guy who's going to win.
So go on.
And so it's like it was predictable. And once it's like predictable, and then I think they became softer with their deaths. So like it's for the audience. It's like they didn't go like crazy, like they should have gone. So it's like I could predict, and once like. I could predict what's going to happen. I just lose interest. The one thing is like they have to make it so unpredictable. No one knows where it's going, and it's like I think that's what at least kept me hooked. That's all.
To be honest,
no, hold on. Before you go.
I'm gonna give you a copy.
Make it a list out.
I think
wait, hold on. Let me hear from AK. Then I'll come back to your ideas.
Ice.
AK, go for it. AK.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with a lot of people on how it went. Sorry for that David Fincher comment. I don't watch movies, so like I don't know these directors much. But
Okay. AK, after this is done, when you have time, watch Seven and watch Fight Club. They are
Okay,
essential to watch. Watch them. Where?
okay. I thought it was. I agree with most people. It was okay. I mean, the ending were like. I think like the ending, it should have had like a natural end to the series. Like we're having it in America again. Like, come on. What next? Are we gonna have Ji Hun's daughter don the 456 play a 456 shirt and play in his honor? Like, what are we gonna have that? But it was a bit like just end it, like just have a natural end to it. And I didn't really like the detective storyline. It felt like he was just there for the sake of being there. Like really nothing much. And I think RDS said it best. Like we didn't really notice like the VIPs and like what their reasoning behind this game originating was really. Like that wasn't really explained properly or like shown to us, which I wasn't a big fan of. So it was an okay series in terms of like American Squid Game. Some ideas I was thinking of, we could have Duck Duck Goose where the
Wait, AK, did you ever play a AK? Did you ever play a fishy? AK, did you ever play a fishy?
Yeah.
No,
No, let me. I have some ideas, man. We could have Duck Duck Goose, where the guy who gets picked as the goose fights like both guys fight to the death.
Oh my god. No, that would be a terrible TV show, man. I'm not even gonna,
We
I
can
can't-
have
like AJ, that'd be a 1.2.
we can have police tag.
AK. That show is getting cancelled after the first 3 episodes, bro.
No, but
No, we can have
Oh, are we gonna get musical chairs?
musical chairs. Whoever doesn't get seated gets
No,
killed.
I feel like
I
I feel like if the US adopts Squid Game, it's gonna be like something like Saw or something. Like I don't know if you guys seen the Saw movies, but it's gonna be
Yeah,
bad.
it's a fair point.
It's gonna be
actually.
bad.
It's gonna be like that. Yeah, that's true.
No, but
So basically, all in all, we shouldn't be doing.
No. I think can you bring up Elijah's comment?
Ring around the
rosy. Ring around the rosy. Whoever doesn't fall.
Yeah.
Hey, what Squid Game be like in Nigeria?
or like what's tiddling with
Nigeria is Squid Games, bro. What are you talking about?
Squid Game. That's bro. That's it's sad actually. It's sad.
HH, bro. It is.
It's unfortunate.
But now, HH, what I was gonna say.
Yeah, and also for just guys to know, and people may say that I can confirm that RDS is fully Nigerian.
Thank
I
you.
met his parents, and his parents are 1000% Nigerian, extremely Nigerian. So they are 1000% Nigerian. I can confirm this guy. His parents are extremely Nigerian. Yes. So yeah.
Wait, Double H.
Go for it.
Yeah. Do you think I prefer like the show Alice in Borderland? Do you guys think
Same.
that's better than this?
Yes. That's way better.
People say it's good. I've never seen it.
It's way better.
Yeah.
I've heard Jake West talk about it, but I've never seen it.
Yeah. Hey,
Nah,
JJ,
they'll say it's way better.
you're like
Way
Alice
better
in
to me.
Borderland.
Wait, how many
It's
seasons are
amazing.
there?
I
think 3 or 4. I think 4. I forgot how much.
I think the
Oh no,
fourth
it's
one's
two.
coming out, or was it the fifth one coming out?
Oh, the
Wait,
third one coming in September.
J2S or Ibs, is it like the same as Squid Game? So you just play games and
It's
whoever wins?
Nah, it's not even. It's like way more like it's way. The games are better, like survival.
There's
It's
way more like
survival.
world building around it.
Yeah, and there's the way it's filmed, I feel like it's a lot better as well. The Squid
It's
Game
more
is like-
intelligent.
HH.
Yes.
I was gonna say, I think what could have been better if the show had been planned out more was, I honestly think season 3's plot would have made more sense to be season 2, and then like the whole uprising thing would have made more sense to like end the series. Like,
But then what do you do for Rufus season 2 though? Because you still need all that story in season 2.
No.
Or do you extend season 2?
So this is what I would do, right? Like you still do like all the exposition to obviously introduce like the characters and stuff, and because I feel like with season 3, like the theme was very like parent and child heavy. Like obviously you have like the 222 and the baby, obviously the mom stabbing the son, and then like June basically like dying for the baby and like leaving his daughter, whatever. So I think what could have worked better is if the baby like dying was the what's it called, like the cliffhanger for season 2, right? And then season 3 picks up and it's basically like them forming, like doing the whole uprising thing, because like, bro, like a baby just died, bro. Like we're actually bugging out. Like we need to like actually like stop.
SK, you know what's really crazy about the show is none of these guys are psychos, but when that baby was alive and they say it counts as a player, they wanted to kill that baby. They turned that game turned them into psychos. Like they were exactly what.
Hey, Jake, you know the guy in my he wanted to kill the baby so bad.
No, Abes, this guy was ready to drop that child, bro. This guy was ready to drop that child, bro.
And I can tell you, HH, he wasn't like this before, but that game turned them into psychos.
Okay, guys, let me ask this. And guys, I need you guys to be honest here, and I'll take your jobs out. And guys, I want you to be fully honest here. No BS. You get called in. You get given the knife. Do you do it?
As in killing players.
You talk about the hide and seek.
No. Remember, towards the end, they're all asleep.
I remember that.
Oh,
and you get given the knife.
Yes,
do you do it?
I have to.
No, and I want you to be honest. Do you do it?
No,
I would.
Oh, when I'm in that position, 100%.
Wait, how are you?
It's gonna feel weird, right? Like, I don't know if you guys ever killed it. Well, I'm not gonna ask that, but you won't.
Okay. Delta, I need you. Delta, I need you to slow down. Delta, Delta, please say no more, because I'm afraid of where Delta, just say nothing. Just talk without you talking about your life or anything. Just talk about this. Just talk about you. Just go. Jesus.
I think. Listen. I'm gonna speak for all of us in this one. It will definitely be. Just hold on. It would definitely.
I'm gonna speak for all of us.
Does not speak for me. I just want to be. Friends, if you're listening, Delta does not speak for me. Just want to continue.
No, I'm not gonna go on him. Listen, it will definitely. If he had the knife, I would.
Wait, are we saying grandma's in the attic?
No, okay, so Delta, and I want it to be real, you are in that position. If you have I want people in the streets to answer as well. So people in the streets, give your answer as well. So guys, if you have that knife, do you think you'd have the balls to do that? Kill all of them and you win the game.
I'm gonna be next to that person in bed, right? And I'm gonna be staring at them, and I'm gonna say to myself in my head, like, I'm gonna kill that person. And when I do it, it's definitely going to feel weird. Like, I'm just taking this person's life. But at the same time, this isn't me killing for fun, per se, as psychopaths would do. This is me doing it to save my life. So, in a sense, psychologically, it wouldn't make me a murderer or a psycho. In my head, this is me from my perspective. Would make me want to save myself from my demise, because I feel like in my head, these people are going to kill me. Like, what did they do at that last episode? They all ganged up at him, and he had to use psychology. He has to use his charisma to back them off, and it worked out. But it doesn't always work out. Like, your charisma is not going to save you every time. To get into a person's head is going to take a lot of time and effort, especially like 5 or 6 people. So this is an easy path. Like, of course, you are going to kill them, but in the future they're gonna gang up on you, and they're gonna kill you. So yes, I would, and I think everyone would here too.
Yeah, PSG dealt right, because you've been through 5 games of life and death, and they're giving you a chance to leave the game right now and there, and you only have to kill 2-3 people. Let's say you tell me people aren't gonna do it. You're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because you've seen like 400 other people just die in front of you.
Like
it's me and them.
I think also ask
J2S, unless
voting to keep the game going too.
J2S,
but
you're...
see, in this instance,
nah, bro. That voting crap, get the hell out of here. This is assured. If I've been through hell, I do not have the chance to end the game now or roll the dice yet again, risk my life yet again, bruh. I mean, you know what?
You're getting out the game. You're getting out the game with the 45 billion or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And you have to kill 3 more people, and you've been through 5 games already. Do you want to really do another game with the other people? No, just get it done then, because they're gonna die as you're more likely to die in the next game than you are to if you don't stab him right now.
No, but
Yeah,
better chance of
that's why I
survival.
wouldn't feel bad if they got off.
So SK, you're doing it. You're doing the knife on your own.
No,
Taking all of them
because
out.
one, like they're planning to clap me, and like J2 has said, like, bro, we've been through like 5 rounds. We could have ended this and still worked away with like 45 billion. I mean, I don't know how much that is in dollars. So you guys might want to
millions, millions, effectively millions.
So, bro, if that's not enough for you to knock off a freaking baby, bro, that's on you, bro. Like I'm sorry,
bro.
Baby.
Hold up.
What is it?
Was the baby was the baby still around when he had the knife? So does that
Yeah.
include the baby?
Yeah.
It's like that was why they wanted.
They wanted to go and see that's an additional play. They're not gonna come after you. They're gonna come for that baby too. So
that's
no. That's the whole point. No. Are you taking the knife to kill everyone, including the baby?
No, because can you just end the games at that point?
Nah, I can't kill him.
Wait, no, but
if it's all adults, baby, I can not.
Can someone just clarify something for me? The father of the kid.
Hold on. Artist.
The father of the kid.
I'm actually scared for Juju.
What did he actually want to do? Did he want to save the baby or kill the baby? I was never clear on what his intentions were.
I think no. I think maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Jesus, you can correct me. I think he wanted to kill Ji-hoon and go home with the baby. So I think his idea was to kill basically press the button, get Ji-hoon off, and then him and the baby go.
Exactly. So that's why the whole game didn't make any sense, because he was the instigator. So the first stage, I was like, okay, fine, you kill off the drug guy. That's one. You don't let the baby go. Okay, fine. You go to the next one. Instead, he was like, right, okay, kill all these others. Don't press the button to start the game, and then instigated everyone pushing everyone else off. And then he said Ji-hoon should stay on the bridge, and then he would then take the baby with him on that. But then in order for the game to finish, he'd have to kill either the baby or himself, because there's only 3 of them, remember? So I was maybe I need to watch it again, because I was confused with his tactics. I was about to say, like, okay, do you want to kill the baby, or did you like? I mean, like, Jason, what was his tactic? Talk to me.
I think what it was because you remember when he says to Ji-hoon, stay on that side, because I've got he's got the pole on it. He says drop the baby, and he stays on that side, and obviously the bridge starts to retract in it. Then he jumps, but he takes out the knife in it. So he's got the knife, like he's gonna kill the player 333, and he's like, the only thing I can do is say I'm gonna drop the baby because that's my leverage. So he's using the baby as leverage, basically saying, if you don't drop the knife, I'll drop the baby.
That's what I was thinking. Okay, so it's basically
Ji-hoon's going to kill him.
So basically, his idea, he wanted to kill Ji-hoon and leave with the baby.
Basically, Ji-hoon and MG Coin, they want to kill each other, basically. But obviously, Ji-hoon's in a better position because he has a knife. MG Coin doesn't have anything; he just has the baby.
But my point is that why was it that they started? They could have avoided that if they didn't start the beef with the other 2 or 3 guys that were on the second pillar.
Exactly.
Like if they just been like, because the guys on the second pillar were like, listen, we screwed up, we've messed up that other guy on the floor. He'll be the pick.
Yeah, no. But my thing is that the guy who's already messed up on the floor.
Yeah.
Don't carry him onto the next platform. Exactly. Throw him over, then we all get the money.
And you're all good. Like, so I don't make. But then they were like, "Oh no, we were." It's like they those guys.
Yeah, that confused me, bro.
No, RDS.
Like, they have to all be. They have
RDS.
to all be killed.
RDS. They didn't keep an eye on him. That's why, and he fell into his death.
But that was after they had killed all the other guys. So they had pushed like the old guy and the other talking guy. That they got into a fight with because Jin had said, "Oh, let's draw lots instead." And then they got angry, and then they beat them and forced them all off. And then the picnic guy went off. But if they hadn't gone to fight with those guys and just agreed with the plan, they could have all taken the guy over to the next platform, dunked him, and all 5 of them would have.
So just to clarify, once you throw someone off, do you advance, or you need to wait until the timer goes down before you advance?
No, you just need to. It'll just throw off.
So the moment you throw someone off, you advance, or do you need to wait for the timer to go down?
it was only one person, but for somehow what they did to circumvent that was that people didn't click the button and push other people off, and then when you click the button, then you can only allowed to throw one person off. So for some reason, they didn't decide to throw because I don't know. I just think that they already had the guy who they could throw off in the next round, and they decided not to use it for some reason, and it wasn't explained.
Yeah, no, because I just thought it was pretty simple of the guy that could be thrown because the guy was really down on the floor. Okay, throw him, climb over, throw him over, and then you all get the money.
What was it? You needed to kill someone each round you did.
Yeah, but you only need to do one person per round. So
yeah, exactly.
Only one person.
Yeah, but the whole problem is people. When you're a player yourself, you want to boost your pot basically, innit? So if it's just two people at the end, they win the whole pot basically.
Yeah, but
that's what they're thinking.
No.
Yeah,
but remember the pact that they made. They made a pact.
And also,
saying because remember they said, okay, we are happy with all getting this, but like so these three people, like the Jinky,
but the baby,
Ji-hoon, and I think the baby, they can all go.
No, but the baby.
The issue was that because he had the baby with him, they didn't want to waste
let go of the baby
a round because if they had.
It could be but that's because they wanted to try to separate him and the baby and everything.
Yeah,
no. But what I'm saying to Jason's point is that they weren't really about let's try and kill as many people as possible. They're like, oh, we're happy if we're all alive because we are good enough with the endings of us. And three people can go and we're good for just to take the endings.
The point I'm trying is that there is no reason why Ji-hoon and the father of the kid had to start beef with the other two guys to push them off. They didn't have to do that. They could have all gone. They could have all said, right, okay, fine, let's drag the other guy to the other place, dunk his body over, and then we all sort of. Why did they have to?
Okay, so on the second platform, how many people fell off on the second platform? Was it 3 people on the second platform?
I think it was 3 people.
Yeah, I think it was 3 people.
3 people were alive.
Yeah, I think it's.
Yeah. It's like you've just messed up with that.
I don't
because
get
you
it.
need
Like,
to do one person.
Yeah, one person goes off. They all move, and the 2 people that were part of the pact. They weren't being aggressive. They were like, okay, yeah. Ji-hoon and the father of the kid are the ones that started the beef to push those guys off.
Yeah.
And then for some reason, the father of the kid was like, "Oh no, the guy on the floor is jumping all the way off." It's like, of course he's jumping all the way. If he's just seen you just push everybody else off, what the hell is wrong with you? Why did you do that? And then you go into the I'm sorry, no, guys, it was dumb. But
I just think that they tried to just the writer just trying to make a contrived way to kill Ji-hoon. It was just for him to kill himself. One was like, it's too much of a contrivance.
What they should have done with the Ji-hoon character, right, is that they basically should have, especially when he ended up strangling the other player, the guy who balls the operation up in the beginning. He actually took a life out of frustration, which for me is actually worse than out of desperation because he didn't need to kill that guy. He killed him because he was frustrated with the guy and he blamed himself. So that was, for me, after that, I expected them to take his character on a darker path so he ended up becoming the new frontman. That's what I thought that they were going to build.
That'd have been interesting.
And it's like, no, and the frontman being like, literally like, given the same circumstances, you become me. And you get someone else rising up, taking the ranks and...
No, because I think like, when you just look at, because it's so funny, like when you just look at like his image, when you take when he took his photo in season 1 and just look at what he looked like before, I just thought it'd have been a very interesting like metamorphosis to see like what he was. And I know, bro, this guy he's basically, because you could either go one way of like he dies, but you can have a clever way of him dying, or he becomes part of Squid Game. So from hating Squid Game and from wanting to destroy Squid Game tonight, actually loving it and actually being in love with the actual game.
I think they wanted him to be part of because the leader, he was actually a player, right? Like they wanted that main character. I just keep forgetting his name. They wanted Ji-hoon, the one who has the knife, and also. I have also this question. So let's say he got the knife, right? And the night before that, they all had a nice meal, right? They pretty much ate whatever they want. So they're going to be sleeping all well. Let's say he did kill all of them in bed, HH. Is there going to be a game or what? Like,
no, he wins.
It stops. Remember the front man, when he was in his, when it was his like year, They give him the knife and he kills everyone, and he walks away with the money.
Everyone, including the baby, the father of the baby. You're talking about everyone.
No. So when the front, what was it? The front man did it in like 2015 or something, and all the people were adults basically, and obviously the VIP front man, whatever it is, tells him in the mask, kill them basically, and then you can walk away with the money. He does it. He gives the same choice to Ji-hun, saying, if you kill all these people, then you can walk away with the money.
Well, because I think also he didn't know that.
Basically.
But JTOS, we're talking about everybody, including the baby and the father of the baby.
Oh, no. The baby is what complicates things. That's the word.
The front man say you have to kill everyone and the baby, or do you say you can kill everyone and take the baby with you? I can't remember what he said.
No.
No, look at Chronicles.
Did he say take the baby with you?
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure he said.
He was saying you and the baby can survive.
Yeah, you and the baby can survive.
Okay. No. The baby ends when there's 2 players left. Okay.
He should have taken that. He took his own life.
You know what? Yeah, you know what? I'm taking that knife for everyone around doing it, bro. See, so the only issue was the baby. I can't kill a baby. Even the baby can go. Yeah, all right, bro. And those guys were all pricks. All of them.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
Yeah, the way they switched up really quickly when it says, "Oh, player 222 takes the winnings of the mother," and they were like, "Wait, what the fuck, man?"
And you know what?
All of those guys were nasty people, bro. They were all nasty people.
This is what's funny. Every single one, apart from that guy, every single one of those players, if you gave them that deal, they would have taken it in a heartbeat. They would have
killed the baby too, bro.
Yeah, that's what's crazy.
No, they literally said that. Hey, they were happy with killing the baby in the final game, so of course they would have done the whole thing. That's 100%. So it's basically if one of those guys 100% would have taken the knife and done that, you know.
No, but see, this is why I think doing the uprising, having like if you're gonna go with Jion being like the full hero in this thing, I think him doing the uprising and it actually being successful would make sense as the ending of the series. I think that
so him like tearing down the entire enterprise.
Yeah, because they already started on that path, and then they were just like, "Oh, well, actually, you all suck and you failed. Get fucked. Now go die." Like there's like
no. I actually like Ardis' idea. I think a much twisted, darker thing would be he becomes the new frontman, and he actually becomes part of Squid Game. I don't mind
that either. But I'm saying if you're gonna have him be the good guy for the entire duration of the show, I just think that makes more sense. Because if you still have the baby die, which obviously is going to be tragic, I think that would make sense to be the trigger for other people, for everyone else to be like, "Yo, like."
Okay, I actually think the show would have been better. Like, obviously he was a good guy at first, but I actually think if the show would have been a better ending if he was the front man at the end, like he was.
100%.
Yeah, like
and also it would just because it would make sense with the theme of the whole show. Like, bro, the game never ends.
Yeah, because he would go from wanting to stop the games to becoming the game.
The leader.
Yeah, and also and again, that was probably Frontman's trajectory, because he probably started off as like a pretty good guy and everything with him and his brother and everything. And he probably just turned into this crazy psycho guy that's now loves the game.
The reason he did it is because he had like a pregnant wife and something, and they're like in hospital and you need the money, and then it becomes this.
Yeah. Like, actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about this, is like that's actually it's hard to end like that.
It's horrible, man.
But you know what it was? It's because Netflix tax. We want to make this a franchise, and we want to make this connect to the American version. So we've just got to keep it going because really,
the American version is gonna flop though.
What is it?
The American version is gonna flop. Like, we all know this.
Yeah. Look. I love Fincher. Fincher is a great director. You can't compete with what Squid Game is.
Has there ever been like a sequel of a show with insert like title and random location that's actually like worked? Like, you know, you had like Suits LA and people hated that too. Has there ever been like a popular show where they just rebooted it, put like a new location and just...
Nope.
No, it never worked.
Nope.
I can't remember what series it was, but there was I think it was a Japanese series and it was like really good. And then America tried to do their own version and it just completely flopped.
I mean,
because they tried to add their whole like you can't do.
And also, guys, let's be real. Hunger Games is a ripoff of Battle Royale.
Yeah, that's a ripoff,
yeah.
And it wasn't. It was just Americanized, like less. It was like a less violent version. Like,
bro, Ibs, have you seen Battle Royale?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Bro,
Wait, what
that's
battle
bro.
royale?
That
Hunger
was
Games is
crazy.
freaking like vanilla compared to freaking Battle Royale.
Wait,
Wait, what's it?
what battle royale?
It's a Japanese film from 2000.
Okay.
That's Hunger Games ripped off of. Like it's freaking. It's one of the best films you've ever seen.
It's like
Hunger
a way
Games
more
copied.
hardcore version of Hunger Games.
So, AK, what you saying?
Hunger Games just copied it.
100%.
Yeah.
Total
That was
rip-off.
my favorite movies when I was
That I think
No,
the
you know,
only-
if you like Hunger Games, watch Battle Royale.
I think
Trust me,
the
watch
only,
Battle Royale.
I think the only movie that actually did it perfect was, I don't know if you've seen it. It's just the movie called Funny Games. The original was released in 1997. They remade it in 2007. Amazing film. It's a horror film. I understand if you don't.
Oh,
really...
no, look at
But
actually,
hey,
let me
Chidge,
read the
look at
Ibs was saying.
no. I was gonna say even look at Infernal Affairs and The Defied.
I don't know.
The Defied wasn't bad, but it's still not as
it was
good
right,
as.
bro. Infernal Affairs is freaking outstanding, bro. Like when you watch Infernal Affairs and you watch the Departed, you're like, yeah, Departed, yeah, it's cool. Infernal Affairs it's freaking amazing, bro. It's freaking amazing. Shout out to boy Mega. Would you consider Gen X a classic album? Nah. Good albums, not a classic. But good albums, not a classic. Dimaze, season 4, Jikun's daughter plays as 456. Cheesy. Please don't let that happen, bro. That'd be so freaking cheesy.
Are we saying she just threw like, was it millions of dollars just like that?
Yeah,
because she gets the dad's winnings.
We're gonna have a random time skip of like 10 years, and she's just gonna.
My God.
Yeah, I mean, but you know they are gonna do that. The way they end it, 100% they're gonna have her compete in it.
Or maybe you can have her be like take the detective role, but actually be useful.
Wait, doesn't she live with them though, the detective? Like I swear she lives.
No, she lives in America.
No, she was in
He
LA.
just dropped off the winning, like the card or whatever.
Yeah, he just drops off the dad's like belongings and winnings to her.
Yeah, I think that could work if you have her be like the detective, but like actually be useful. I think that could work.
Yeah, you're right. No, I got confused with.
Or maybe get
detective.
Yeah.
No, but
no,
one
like maybe have her
to
actually stop the games, like follow in her dad's footsteps, that kind of thing.
And actually be smart and use the police.
Squid Game started as a critic of capitalism. Now it's global.
The irony.
They freaking.
Have you seen a creator? So like we have the Mr. Beast like games that copy Squid Game. He did that series on all the other knockoffs. He basically said they're all shit.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because he's saying like it's just everyone just trying to copy and knock it off, and then make.
But he's co-signing this franchise, man. So
if I'm getting paid, I will co-sign anything you want. Like bro, I can only imagine how much money they gave this because bro, this guy was dead poor. He was fucking poor. So, bro, at the amount of money, basically, I think they gave him money where he literally doesn't have to work a day more in his life. And
do you think like what?
Basically, he even said that I want to be done with freaking Squid Game. Like I don't want to do Squid Game anymore. So. Because
I was thinking with what RDS said, I think it would be good if they did like an origin story or like the VIP players and the front man, and then get into that story.
But see, Ibs, you know what it is? That season 1 is just goated, bro. Like just that story and going through that story originally, you cannot read. Hence why I don't want to know any background story because what it was like that was just perfect. See, I still like season 2. But season 1 was just a perfect freaking show.
But that was like the shock factor as well. Season 1.
You cannot. The shock factor was like, bro, like what the fuck is going on, bro? That was like,
and also for me, that had a proper actual twist because in the end, when you find out that the old guy was actually the mastermind behind the whole thing, and you thought he died, and he was out and he died, and then you realize no, he was just in the game. So that for me is a proper twist.
Yeah, no, that's works. Yeah, Chelsea boy, Wing, RDS, congrats, bro. Invite me to your next wedding. Next wedding. RDS, don't respond.
Wait, is that a slap?
Yeah. Hold on. Where's the slap? Where's the slap? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just.
That might be an Orlando. That might be an Orlando Brown.
Yeah. Why watch movies and shows when you can watch? Okay, thank you for that, Wing. Thank you for that contribution, bro. Okay, so guys, question for you guys, man. I want to be real here. Who's excited for this Superman film?
When does it come out?
Next Friday.
I'm not. How do you feel about the trailers? Because I'm just like,
Oh
it looks
no, I
mid.
don't know.
There's a new Superman film.
Yeah.
AK, I'm gonna need you to lift that rock up and put it to the side and take in the fresh air. So
Well, I swear, I rarely watch movies.
no. So basically, no, there's
I
a
was
new Superman film coming out. It's like reboots. Like, guys, those trailers, man.
I'm gonna be honest with you, HH.
Yeah, go for it.
When it comes to superhero films in general, at least, ever since the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, I haven't watched any, if at all. Like I've watched some of them, like Man of Steel, The Dark Knight, etc. Man of Steel was horrible. Like I thought
horrendous.
It was. No,
wait, Delta, you're not a Snyder fan. You're not a Snyder fan.
No, listen.
Snyder's a brick, man.
No. I mean, but it's like, actually, maybe you guys in America, because I mean, like, is Superman in 2025 still a really big deal in America?
Can you pull up Casey's comment, please?
Here's the thing, HH, is the Superman as a brand, right? When you're a kid, you want it to be like Superman because he's seen as the strongest and most powerful. But it's always bad. Like, not only is there, like, as a kid, there's no video games about Superman, but there's also no great movies about Superman. So it's like, obviously, like, you look at the outfit, you look at the aura of Superman, and you're like, wow. But the movies are just horrendous.
Well, Delta, you know what it is too, though, is that because people are way more cynical these days. So, like, the thought of the super powered Boy Scout telling me to, like, be a good boy and eat my, like, cereal and help the old woman cross the street, like, bro, like,
no. But here's the thing. No, but then how come? How come Captain America resonated then with people?
Patriotism tax.
Because he doesn't have tons of superpowers and stuff.
Yeah,
like
he's
that.
not
I mean,
OP,
he's
man.
strong, he's not
Superman's just OP.
Like,
Well, aha. That is
Also,
what
America-
James Gunn has tried to because James Gunn's angle is that this is Superman that can get hurt, that he can be beat up. He's not the strongest, and he really he can be beat up. So he's not as invincible. So it can be a lot more relatable.
Well,
and bro, that's not Superman, bro. That's not Superman.
that means he's not Superman.
That's why the Christopher Reeve. That's why the Christopher Reeves one, bro. No one will beat that.
Oh no! It's still unbeatable. And also, guys, I'm sorry, guys. Have you seen what the Superman looks like? Have you seen?
Yeah,
come on.
Man is supposed to.
He looks.
I don't know. He changed. The me, or does he look? It looks a lot like what's his name? The other actor, the previous one.
Henry
I thought
Cavill.
it was, yeah, Henry Cavill. I was like, is this Henry Cavill for a second?
No, it's what's it called? It's Timu Cavill. That's what they're saying.
Pretty much.
Alibaba
Because my thing is that look, Man of Steel was a trash film, but that suit was freaking amazing.
The suit is nuts. Yeah,
bro. This suit you can buy it at the local thrift shop, bro. You can buy it at the local thrift shop. This so for me, and here's the thing: if this film fails, this whole DCU stuff is it's gone, because this film has to succeed. But I'm like,
Batman might carry it, man.
Wait, HH, who's the villain in the Superman, like this current Superman movie that's coming out? Who's the villain?
Take your pick. Well, I think the main villain is Lex Luthor, but I'm seeing a whole bunch of monsters up in this piece.
Like
I'm seeing like kaiju's in Superman films.
Bro,
Like,
there's kaiju, there's Green Lantern, there's Hawkgirl, there's Lex. There are about 4 or 5 villains up in this piece.
What I like the look of this is this for me. This looks to me like a comic book movie.
Yes.
So not like I think a lot of people. This is where the difference is. For me, I personally like to see comic book movies. I don't really have that much in terms of the whole hyper realism aspect. So I think that has its place and that can be good. But at the end of the day, like for certain characters, it's much better. Certain characters like Batman can be more grounded. Okay, fine. But Superman, for me, you can't make a grounded Superman. It just looks ridiculous. So I think if you actually lean into the comic book aspect of Superman, I think it becomes a lot more bearable. That's why
I think
Justice League and Miniature and stuff like that is good, you know?
I think what is really going for this though is that even though I don't like the fact that there's too many characters and you're sort of depowering Superman, I do like the idea that this looks like a comic book. And also, this looks as if he's gone to the comic and just literally just done copy and paste This looks like if you're reading a live comic book. So we've never really had a Superman that looks like, oh, this is like a live living comic book. So you've got monsters. Basically, if you read this comic, The Death of Superman, this is what it's like. Where you just go to all the superheroes all fighting together and it's just going mad and crazy. So it's like, basically, my thing is that I just don't know how the world is going to receive it post MCU.
I don't know if you agree with me with this, but I feel like for this movie specifically, I feel like for it to flourish and become one of the best superhero movies in recent years, at least.
Sorry, which one? Which one?
This up and coming superhero Superman movie. I feel like for it to flourish, I feel like the villain should be Darkseid. I feel like when you have that kind of villain, when you have that kind of like,
but then don't you want to save that though? It's like I'm sure like basically it's like, which is what's made BVS so trash is that they brought in Doomsday, but they brought Doomsday too early. But what you want to do if you have this really big heroes like Darkseid or Doomsday, you want to save those for like your part 2 or your part 3 because you want to do it so introduce your character.
You gotta do it like Marvel. Like Thanos was the big evil thing, but they didn't.
They would build up,
introduced him.
So when you now see there's a wow because you had a really good build up, bro. They just threw Doomsday in there on Superman's second. I was like, what, bro, this is Superman's second film and he's already fighting Doomsday. Come on, bro. You know. So people here are not into. So you're not excited about the Superman film.
I mean, I'll probably watch it, but it's because I was always a big Superman fan when I was a kid. Like I loved Superman when I was a kid, but the thing is about it.
So if someone wants to come out for Casey, let me know because Casey wants to come in and talk.
I'll hear that. I'm exhausted.
All right, peace out. And Stockholm syndrome exists.
Oh yeah. With that is messed up. I was trying to make the show entertaining. Yeah.
Okay, peace out. All right, peace out. Okay, Casey, you can comment. So no. See, my thing though is, if this needs to make it, I think this needs to make $1 billion.
I don't know.
It's near 400 million.
I don't think it's making $1 billion. Like,
and if it doesn't, because this is first of all, this is Superman, and this is the first official DCU film, so it has to come with a back. So we see at least 700 or 800 mil. It's going to be
what the problem I have with
success.
I just have a problem with DC, like the way they make films in general. You know, like how Marvel did it when they brought the first Iron Man. Then they'll kind of introduce a character for like 2 seconds. And like it'll kind of build up to the next film, and then with other films like Captain America and stuff. But I feel like with DC, they're all like individual films, and they're not doing enough making it into like one universe. Especially with Batman. Batman, that was just a standalone film, like had nothing to do with DCEU. They didn't introduce other characters. Like even the Joker wasn't even there.
Like, I feel this whole interconnecting stuff needs to freaking stop. Just make a good film. But I feel like if what they're doing, because that's why you have like Green Lantern, Hawkeye, because he already wants to launch the whole Justice League thing in this film already. So now I'm like, bro, like I think it's too much, too soon by doing that now. But Casey, talk to me, bro. You're saying you're excited for Superman.
Yeah,
Casey.
listen. I have been going to like a lot of Juilliard's play here. But these guys can act, man. Like I'm telling you, this is I think like this is a better school than Tish actually. And this guy, what's his name? David Cons.
Corin Sweat, yeah, Corin Sweat.
Bro, he went there. So I mean, like he
went to Juilliard. Yeah, he went to Juilliard.
Yeah, he definitely can act, bro. They are like genuinely good actors. And Rachel Brosnahan. Brosnahan, yeah, bro, and she was pretty good in what was House of Cards, and like she had like
is it Fantastic Miss Maisel or something?
Yeah. I mean, the show is a break, but like she was good in that. So the thing is like he actually I will give him like he actually got good actors because as much as I like Snyder's like his visuals, the guy he always gets like these brick actors with like Henry Cavill and all that like.
No. Henry Cavill is a brick. Cavill is a brick.
Yeah.
No. But my thing though is, Casey, does this feel like Superman in terms of does he have the aura?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think like they were trying to do is like a young Superman. Like, bro, Henry Cavill Superman was like a psychopath.
I'm sorry, but who is Henry Cavill?
He's the he was the Superman.
No, that's low key. Like,
Come on, that's blasphemous. Come on.
like, okay, really, like,
Is the guy in the Witcher?
Hey, AK, like,
you don't know who Henry Cavill is?
do you watch anything?
AK, I'm like you, man. Like when it comes to music,
I'm not gonna lie, I'm the same way. I don't really watch like much shows.
AK, do you know who James?
I watch
Franco is?
YouTube. I listen to music.
Wait, Delta, what's his name?
James Franco.
Well. After what he did, I don't think many people know who James Franco is.
Well, I'm asking.
But James Franco's a good actor too.
Wait, AK, do you know who he is?
Wait, who?
James Franco.
I've heard of his name. Like, I've
You
heard of
watch?
it.
Have you watched?
So you've never seen a movie in him? Like, okay, do you know what's his name? Seth Rogen.
Yeah, I know him. Yeah.
You know, everyone should know.
I mean,
No, they should know. Oh, no, but see, Casey, my thing though is, look, see, this can't flop. If this flops, DCU and James Gunn are finished.
I don't think it's gonna flop. I think like because they have from
So how much do you think it makes?
700 million max.
Oh, 700 max.
Yeah, max. It's not hitting $1 billion, man. Come on, like no, bro. You know
What did Batman hit $1 billion?
No,
The recent one.
700.
Wait,
No. That hit like 700.
Yeah.
As a non-movie guy, is $1 billion like a lot for a movie, or is that like average, or is that like high end?
No. It depends on the movie. So, like, let's say if you're a superhero movie and you're a famous superhero, you should be hitting near $1 billion. Basically, if you're a Superman film, based on what Superman is, you'll be hitting $1 billion. Basically, Superman, Spider-Man, you should be hitting $1 billion. No, Batman, no.
No,
because
Batman,
remember, Batman is a much darker character, so no.
No, but Nolan's like
Dark Knight Rises hit $1 billion.
Heath Ledger tax.
No, what about Dark Knight Rises? I mean, it's Nolan tax also.
No, Rises didn't hit $1 billion.
No, it did. Yeah, it did $1 billion.
I think it did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. TDK tax. Post TDK tax.
It's Nolan tax. It's Nolan tax. The guy can make Oppenheimer and it will hit like 900 million, bro.
Whoa.
Casey, you know how I feel about Nolan, so we're not gonna have a Nolan argument here, bro.
Where does the beef with Nolan come from? That's
HJ, I don't get this beef with Nolan, but like,
Okay,
he's got some good
let me.
films.
Okay, you know what? Let me tell you my beef here with Nolan.
Bro, listen, can I speak on this? Like, I know what his beef, man. Like,
No. I'll tell you. My thing is, look.
I saw his head in Dark Knight Rises, and I think.
Yes, no. My head was in the trailer. No. My thing is that Memento and Prestige are his best films. Memento is a classic, amazing film. The Dark Knight, I'm not a fan of The Dark Knight as a film. I'm just not. Dark Knight Rises is a garbage film.
What?
Garbage.
I
Rises is
garbage. I agree.
And my thing is that all of his films, very pretentious, very much. Oh, I'm so smart. I'm so intelligent. So rather than just making a film like Mental or Prestige or Insomnia, his films are like trying to prove how intelligent and how smart he is. And again, this is where people gonna have beef. I did not like Interstellar at all, bro.
Oh my!
I did not like Interstellar
I
at
know
all.
this, and bro,
And I watched that film in the cinema, and I came out and I said, nah.
Yes. So you sat through what? How long is that movie? Like 2 hours?
Around 3 hours.
3 hours. 3 hours.
3 hour movie, and you said that's trash.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember my parents took me to the first show of Interstellar, bro. I fell asleep halfway.
Bro, you were 6 at that time, man. Come on, like it's not for you.
Yeah, true.
AK, you were.
Okay, that doesn't cause you. No. So my thing is for like I know people love Nolan and they worship him and everything. I just think that his best films are still Memento and Prestige. Like he's not made a film as good as Memento.
It's probably Prestige, like my favorite.
Oh no! It's between those two. It's Memento and Prestige are like gold tier. Basically, he's not made a film as good as Memento or Prestige since. No.
I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I think every single Avenger film is garbage. Like I watched the first Avenger, I hated it. I'm not even going to lie to you.
And actually, this is actually a good segue before we go to Fantastic Four. Okay, Delta. This is my real thing with you. Is this that I actually don't like the MCU. I never have. The only film I like is Captain America: The First Avenger, because that's the only one that actually feels
Winter
like a
Soldier
film.
was good, man.
Oh no! You see, I think just my preference, because you see, like, the first Avenger reminds me of films I grew up with in the 90s, because there's this film called The Rocketeer. It came out like in the 90s, and that film, First
1890s
Avenger,
or
basically, it feels like very non-MCU. It feels like very non-MCU. Yeah, I heard of that.
HH, my thing is, it's not for me like it's about the plot or it's well done. It's just so freaking boring, dude. Like, it is so boring. Like, these Avenger movies are so boring. It's not
No. For me, what I say, like, they're very formulaic. They're just very formulaic and everything. So I'm like, basically, there's like put it this way, and I think someone said it. Iron Man 1 set the entire tone. You have to have these jokes. You have to have these one-liners. You have to have the levity. And I'm like, okay, everything. So even when you watch all this, when you watch the shows, the films, they all have that MCU thing, which is why I think First Avenger was the one that sort of came away. So, but this is a good segue. This one I want to ask you guys now. So, who's excited for Fantastic Four?
Well, supposedly this is phase 6, I heard.
Excited.
Phase 6.
I don't even know which phase this is. I don't know.
No, this is phase 6. This is the start of phase 6.
They released as well?
No. So this comes out July 24th, I think.
I think it comes out on the same day as Superman.
No. Superman comes out next Friday, and this comes like July 24th, like a few weeks after.
Fantastic Four, that's how many?
Ibs, this is their third try. This is their third try.
No, fourth. What about the one in 90s?
Wait,
are we counting that?
Yes.
Okay,
We are counting.
Okay, fine. This is their fourth attempt at this bloody.
Wait, before I ask you this question, and actually anyone in this panel can answer it.
Yeah, go for it.
What is the best movie last year in the year 2024?
Last year,
Dune 2.
Dune 2?
No. I didn't like the
yeah, I can't believe I watched the first one.
Oh, when did Godzilla -1 come out? Was it this year or last year?
2023.
Conclave was the best film last year, man.
Conclave was a banger.
Conclave was very good. Conclave was very good, bro. Wait, hold up. Please tell me you're lying. Deadpool and Wolverine.
I don't watch movies that much, and I can tell you that was a bad movie.
Oh wow. Yeah. This might be one of the worst films of all time, Madam Web. So
have you seen Anora?
We need to have a discussion on just the fall off of films,
films are fun. No. Did you know what's so crazy? So they were doing this thing of like, so New York Times did like the top 10 films of the 21st century, and bro, that list was hard.
Do you know what I have?
I was
thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about this the other day. Best films of the 21st century. Do you know what I have number 1? Old Boy.
What?
Excuse me?
Old Boy by Park Chan-wook.
No. For me, I have Parasite.
Nah,
so
I think Old Boy.
Like last year for me, right? I think it was Smile 2. Like, I don't know about you guys, but
I haven't seen the first one though. But I don't do horror movies though.
Come on, it's just
no, I don't, bro. I don't do horror movies, man. After The Exorcist, I was I'm done with horror movies.
You know what? I felt the same way. Listen, just last week I watched the new Final Destination film.
Yes.
Amazing film, HH. Amazing film. Yeah, it was too graphic. I understand that, but it was an amazing film.
Yeah, no. Look, after because I watched the first two Final Destinations, I was like, okay, this is too freaky, bro.
Come on, you don't think it's interesting? Like,
no, bro. When I saw that trilogue ram through the guy driving the car on the freeway, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this whole.
Wait, HH, there was a movie that basically my cousins made me watch this movie. It's called The Substance.
I haven't seen it yet. I heard it's really good with Demi Moore.
It was quite gory, but it's pretty good.
Oh no! I've heard it's really good. Yeah, I need to watch that. But but guys, so Casey, Fantastic Four. Are you hyped?
Nah, bro. I haven't. No, I'm telling you, I haven't watched a single Marvel movies except for Deadpool. Since the Endgame. I think, bro. I'm telling you, it's over. It's over, bro. First, I don't understand this whole multiverse thing. This is something I don't know.
I don't know. No, Casey. See, that's the thing. It's Casey. It's over. but they're trying because they made so much money during that run. They're trying kind of, but it's like Casey.
When
it's gone.
when I started like legitimately hating this MCU, it's with Moon Knight, because like they sold me dreams with the first 3 episodes, and the last 3 episodes were so awful. Like they were so awful.
No. Let's because I'm with you. People are like, "Oh, Ironheart is the worst show I've ever." I'm like, wait, so what? The MCU shows have like some kind of a high benchmark. All the MCU shows are freaking garbage.
Yeah, I only watched one.
Yeah, I am watching none of them.
Bro, guys, what's Secret Invasion?
Bro,
what's it called? What's the name of that chick? What's it called? Agatha Christie or whatever the heck that she's called? The heck was No. You see,
I heard
MCU.
but they say WandaVision is good. Like apparently that is their best show.
No. It started well. It ended garbagely. The ending was garbage.
What about Daredevil, the new one?
You see, no.
What the Born Again?
No. Daredevil season 1 was great. This new one, not as good as season. Basically, Daredevil season 1 is the best Marvel TV show was Daredevil season 1 on Netflix.
Yeah.
That's the best show.
Yeah, that was good. I think Jessica Jones was actually a little bit better. Season 1 Jessica Jones, not because
Jessica Jones was it's not that good.
They tried that Jessica Jones high end fist and like Luke Cage.
So Kenny, are you saying is the MCU done? Are these guys cooked? Is it over? Is the party finished?
I'm similar to Casey. Like since Endgame, like I've been tapped out. Like I'm not. Like I used to be like, I'm every Marvel movie I have to watch it. Like before Endgame, like all them Iron Man, Thor's, Guardian of the Galaxy.
Kenny, I don't know how you watch those, man. Like
but like I said, I was
you got
roped
in. No, but see, Kenny, I'm real with you. Like I still haven't seen Captain Marvel. I remember that was the film that came before.
No,
Infinity War.
I had zero interest in that movie too. It just they said that it somehow connects to.
You said it connected to the stuff. Like you have to watch it. If
What is scam, man? What is
they were scamming you?
But to be honest, how good are some of those? I think that I know the MCU is failing now. But I think also people are being quite revisionist. The idea that all the movies pre-Endgame were this particular quality that was like outstanding, and it's just fallen over. To be honest, there've been some movies post Endgame that I actually preferred. Not all of them, obviously, but I really preferred. And some
Shang-Chi is Shang-Chi. Outside of the ending, Shang-Chi is better than most of the pre-Endgame films.
Can we be honest?
Guardians 3, like four.
Guardians 3.
Yeah.
Okay, can we be honest? They don't have superheroes anymore. That's it.
Yeah, the super. I do think that
I don't care about Shang-Chi. I don't care about those elemental whatever those things are. I don't care about this. Okay, fantastic. I actually do care about them, but like it's just like
Shang-Chi was decent.
But so we're having a fourth iteration of Fantastic.
Yeah, that's it.
If you failed 3 times, what? Fourth time lucky? 5th time lucky?
Come on.
Wing P-Valley is good. Wing P-Valley is good. You're like,
but the thing is, no one cares about like the new heroes that they're bringing out. So what are they gonna do?
Also, can you talk to me? Thunderbolts.
Yeah,
those are the new Avengers. Those bombs are the new Avengers.
Yeah, like these Thunderbolts that I'm seeing Miss Marvels, all these, the Eternals. Who is this?
Who's
this? Eternals, not Element.
Thunderbolts. I don't even know what that is.
So my question.
I'm saying
I'm not a big. Oh, sorry.
Yo, these Thunderbolts, like these B, these not even B act of like some movies. This is like the C and D act of certain stuff. And then you're just.
This is a lie though, bro. Shout out to Ghostface Killer, Iron Man. People knew of Iron Man, just like he wasn't as popular.
Yeah.
Iron Man was still known.
No, and how even if it was
no one knows. Wait, bro. Everybody knew who Tony Stark was, but before MCU.
But even Iron Man he had like even like a TV show or cartoon or something.
He had the cartoon show. Kenny, who the heck are the Thunder Lightnings? Who the hell are those guys?
No, guys, let's be honest. Like only like losers.
Thunder Lightning.
Like let's keep it real here. Like who looks up to Iron Man?
Like only
Yeah, like when you was watching cartoons as a kid, who thought, yeah, like Iron Man, like no one cared about Iron Man.
You didn't care, but at least I knew. At least I knew you had at least I knew you had the cartoon. I'm like, who is Thunderbolt? Do you know none of these guys? I don't know these
guys.
guys.
When you look at the Thunderbolts, come on, I was like, who the hell are these dudes?
Yeah, but no one knew about no one knew about the Guardians either, though. To be fair,
Yeah,
like,
but I just
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. No. But see, Artis, but do you know what the difference is? Guardians were just the Guardians. They're trying to make the Thunderbolts the new Avengers.
Yeah.
No, I think that. Well, I mean, they are trying to, but I think that the whole it's a nuance, but they're not really because with the whole
No, Artis. That was the whole point of the asterisk. Was like, no, they're the new Avengers.
No, but why I say that is because as someone who knows the comics regarding Secret Wars and stuff like that as well, I know they're using this whole thing, not to basically do a complete and total reboot. You don't be surprised when at the end of Secret Wars or Doomsday Secret Wars that we get a complete and total reboot of the whole.
Well, yeah, basically X-Men,
exactly.
X-Men.
It'll be a kind of like, okay, finally we're now going to consolidate all the Marvel MCPs into one kind of like Earth. I think they're going to get rid of all this multiversal sort of nonsense sort of stuff, and it's just going to be just one kind of universal sort of thing. So that'll be it.
It is a bit spoilery, but like that's what you'd audience, F4, like their son Franklin, like he's supposed to be the, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so
no spoilers.
No, but HH, like Marvel is done. Like we need to just be honest with it. Like we shouldn't. Like I'm not investing my energy or time into Marvel.
But here's what gives. But an even bigger thing that is the superhero movie done.
Yes, yeah, I think that era is done. I think that era is done.
I don't know about that.
No, but you know what it is though? A good film is a good film is a good film. As long as the film is good, people will show up.
Okay.
So I think like nothing is ever done. Like, all that matters is quality, and the issue is that you've just promoted about bad films.
You might have an issue with Miles Morales, but the Into the Spider-Verse movies did really, really well, and they were on screen, and the animation and everything, and no one says, "Oh, they're dying." Like, in fact, people wondering why the hell is the next one not out yet, because it was good quality, good animation. And they took their time with it. So no, I don't think that superhero was done. It's just people.
No, but I like this is like I think like you have to listen to like Spielberg, bro. Like he was saying the same thing. Like Western was like the most popular genre in like 60s and 70s. You like late 50s also.
No, like. No. But see, but Casey, here's the difference between the Western and the superhero movie. The thing about the Western is it would always die out because that was a particular psychology that went in with what it was like in the 50s and the 60s. Think about superhero things that these are like folk stories, and these kinds of folk stories are everlasting, and they're always correct. And again, an example I always use is that a Spider-Man film will be relevant for all time. Guys, walk down the street and look at what a little kid is wearing on their bag. 9 times out of 10, that 4-year-old has a Spider-Man backpack or something. So that Spider-Man character is timeless. So that Spider-Man character is something that will always live through time more than what the Western was. So, you see, it's a weird thing because I think that if you make a really good superhero movie, people will always show up. Based on just how that story is palatable to humanity and just wait, hold on, Casey, and then come to you, Adrian.
I'm just gonna say one thing. But they said because Thunderbolts apparently is a very good movie. I haven't watched it because I have zero interest in MCU. But people are saying it is generally a very good movie, but it flopped. So I don't know.
No, Casey, I think it's again. I've seen the film. And the film isn't like a classic super. I'm sorry, it's not. If it was a great film, people would have been talking more about it, and it would have had a great film. Will always have great word of mouth. It was decent. It wasn't amazing. It wasn't amazing, but it was decent. Adrian, what is it, Adrian?
The reason why I think the superhero movie won't die is because it's not confined to one particular genre, like the Western or the gangster film in the 70s and 80s. You can tell superhero films in literally every single genre. There's such a wide scope for storytelling. You can do a comedy, you can do a thriller, you can do an action, you can do there's so many different ways you can tell it that I think that it will never die just because of that. And there's so much backstory with these characters. There's nearly 100 years of backstory with these characters that you can pull so much source material from as well.
But see, Adrian, you see, what needs to happen though is just go about just making films. This whole thing of like you need to watch this and this and this and this and this, that's I just think that's kind of what
their priority changed from making good films to appealing and doing this whole interconnected thing to make money.
Yes.
If they went back to making good films and that was their priority, like Iron Man is a good film, Captain America: First Avenger is a good film. These are good films, and that's not their priority anymore. And one thing I want to say is, we keep saying the MCU, you don't know is going to be back. Do you know it's been 6 years since Endgame? That's nearly a decade. 6 years.
6 years.
We're closer to a decade than we are to when it started. Like, if it was long time ago.
And also, let's be real. What is the best thing that has come out since Endgame? Shang-Chi. That's it.
And that was
that Guardian of the Galaxy, the last one was.
So did the Galaxy 3 come out after Endgame?
Yeah, it came out last year or 2 years last year.
Really?
Yeah,
that is not Galaxy 3?
Yeah, no, it came out 2 years.
No,
2 years ago.
HH, you know, I actually agree with you when you said like superhero movies are done for, because I believe this process right now that we're going through right now, it won't recover for a long time. I believe. Look, me and my friends, if we're talking about superheroes and super villains or whatever, dude, 9 times out of 10 they're talking to me about Omni-Man, HH, because
this
of the
is
show.
true. This is
true.
And or even the boys.
The boys, yeah. Look, I think I think the show Invincible is an amazing show. I mean, I think the finale,
it's superb.
Yeah, of season 3, was it like 9.9 out of 10 or something like that when he fought the
bro, as I said again,
don't spoil it. Don't spoil it.
When it's to do spoil, okay, just
I need to watch it. I started the season 2. I thought it was a bit boring. The start of season 2. So
season 2 is ass cheeks, but once you get into season 3, it's amazing. No, trust me.
Season 1 and season 3 are better than
season 2 I didn't like.
No, very bad, because they took like a long break and it was very. But bro, again, I don't want to mess anything up, bro. I've seen Fist of the North Star, crazy manga and animes because my brother showed me crazy. I've not seen violence depicted in the way that I saw it in an Invincible cartoon. Never have I seen violence like that before.
No, that's it.
Kenny, no, Kenny, not. I had to press stop. I'm like, wait, what?
No spoilers, man.
Okay. No, but it's true. That's what you rather see.
You can talk about.
I think the issue now is Invincible and the boys. They've now taken a much more adult view of the superheroes. So when you now look at stuff like the MCU now seems a bit like So if you're 18 or 19, are you going to watch an MCU movie or are you going to watch Invincible?
I think it's the jeopardy in like when you watch like The Boys and these like it's more realistic.
It's like you look at like in Avengers when the Clark Gregg character died and they brought him back. Perfect point. What is Downey Jr. doing back in this bomb-ass thing?
Bro, they need him. That's the thing. They need him.
Casey, and that's the point. The fact that you can't advance in the story that you need to bring Downey Jr. because then you know what, you guys are not serious. And this is no longer art. This is now commerce and business. See, the boys and thingy, that character that gets killed, he gets killed. And he's done. It's real. So there are real stakes. If your story has 0 stakes, it's kind of an MCU. There are 0 stakes because now with this whole multiverse, he died, but let's go to an alternate universe and bring him back from an alternate universe. I'm like, nah.
Are you guys watching Gen V this September?
Oh yeah. Watching it back. I mean, bro, it was crazy what happened to that guy, bro, in real life, man. That's F.
I don't know. I don't know if any of you, Adrian, I don't know if you finished season 1 of The Invincible, but I just want to touch on it. Just when you
Yeah,
were
I've
talking
watched
about,
season
like,
1. I've watched season 1.
okay, yeah, so I can touch
Okay,
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
When you were talking about like how this generation right now they're moving on from like the superheroes and now they're looking at Invincible and what was the other show called? The Boys.
Yeah, the Boys, yeah.
Homelander.
Take a look at I can go with both ways. Take a look at Invincible, the last episode of season 1, where the father had to fight the son, and look at how many civilians have they killed. And it's really, it goes to show like this is how it's gonna be if there was a superhero with incredible power. Like this is what Superman would feel like. He would, boom, he would just, it would be like the speed of light, and everybody would just. It's like you encountered a nuclear.
No, because again. So my question is, with the existence of Invincible and what that show is, will the younger generation care for something like a Superman?
No, because it's not realistic. Listen, if Superman, as fast as he could, just runs past you, you're gonna explode.
No, but to be fair though, isn't like isn't that new Superman cartoon like popular though? The Lois and Clark or whatever.
Oh, well, I mean, but again, that is nostalgic and dealing with nostalgia and everything, and I think that's probably for the older audience. But again, the show did really well, but that Lewis and Clark, bro, it's not doing what The Boys is doing or what Invincible is.
No.
Doing.
You know, you say that all Invincible actually doesn't rank that highly on Nielsen ratings. Like it's just a niche show. It's not a highly watched heavily watched. Yeah, it's not.
It's not The Boys. It's not The Boys.
Oh no! Okay, it's not The Boys, but it's pretty popular.
Yeah,
no, but
I agree. It's pretty popular. I mean,
I watch like Grace Randolph every week, and she does like this whole Nielsen rating thing. And I think The Boys is probably the only Amazon show that comes into the top 10, and they look at like total minutes watched globally. So Invincible, I don't remember like it being in that. Like I could be wrong, but it's just never been like top 5.
But isn't it? But wouldn't that be also because isn't like notorious for like taking forever to get through their seasons or something like that?
No, it was the break from like in between season 2. That was some crazy ass break.
Oh, okay.
So, bro, this Superman film ain't making $1 billion, bro.
No.
I will be shocked if it does. But that's not making $1 billion.
You know what's gonna be? You know why it's not gonna be making $1 million or even $1 billion actually? It's because this is why I don't think it's gonna make that much. You're gonna see an encounterment between Superman and another human being, right? And they're gonna fight out, and Superman is gonna punch him, and nothing is gonna happen. I guarantee you that's gonna happen in the show. I guarantee you Superman is probably gonna get bullied, and he's gonna punch somebody, and he's just gonna knock him out like it's a boxing fight. When in reality, he should take his head off from just one punch.
I have a question.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh well, what's the movie that's made like the most
of all time?
Avatar.
Yeah.
Superhero.
I think that Avatar 2.
One. Sorry, one. Second is Avatar. Bro, James Cameron is the goat, man. Like box.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, so basically, so it was Avatar, then Endgame beat it, and then they re-released Avatar.
Yeah.
And then Avatar then picked it over before.
Yeah.
No, it's still Avatar. No, it's still Avatar.
Yeah, Avatar. Yeah.
No. I'm saying so basically, it was Titanic.
Then
it was Avatar. Then it was Endgame. Then they re-released Avatar, and then Avatar then defeated Endgame. No, but do you know what the real phenomenon is? Titanic. Because do you know why Titanic is the phenomenon? 12 women watched that film 300 times. because I say the amount of people I've spoken to who've never seen Titanic is amazing. So, how can all the people not see Titanic, but this thing made over $1 billion? That's because there's some women who watched that film about 3,000 times. You see, everyone saw Avatar, everyone saw Endgame. A lot of people haven't seen. I think my brother hasn't seen Titanic. So many people have not seen Titanic.
I haven't watched Titanic.
Thank you. My point is, I'm sure everyone here has seen either Endgame or Avatar.
No,
most people here probably haven't seen Titanic.
I've watched both. Yeah.
I haven't seen Endgame or Avatar. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You know, I haven't watched this. I haven't watched the second Avatar, but I watched the first one. The first one I watched.
I don't even know what Avatar is about. I just know it's blue people. I don't know.
I saw some blue niggas in there.
No. I mean, okay. Put it this way, Delta. Like, I wouldn't. if Avatar was still in the cinema in 3D, I would recommend you to watch it based on the experience. On DVD, nah, there's no point.
So
Wait, so it's a gimmick now. So it's 3D tax.
Wait, is that
Yeah,
is
yeah,
that
yeah.
like boring?
That's why I don't-
100%.
That's why I don't know.
And also, it's a great gimmick, bro.
No, no,
Wait,
no, 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 no.
HH, you don't want me to watch it because is it the dialogue that's boring? Like what is it about it? That,
It's basically, have you heard of Dances with Wolves?
yeah, I've heard about that.
It's a literally basically. Do you know that story trope of like white guy goes to another tribe, learns their ways, becomes part of them, and then now fights for the tribe against the people that he was with? It's that pretty much. So it's Dances with Wolves, it's Last Samurai, it's Last of the Mohicans. So the only point of watching it is not for the story, it's for the 3D experience. But you know what the thing though is, it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I actually like the film, even if I know the film is derivative. It's not that great. It's one of his worst films. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Can we do guilty pleasure films?
Oh, okay. You know that's the guilty pleasure. See, I've already said mine. My guilty pleasure is
Yo, can you pull up?
No. I've got two guilty pleasures. It's Avatar and Batman Forever. Those are my guilty pleasure films.
No, Avatar, I think it's a generally good film. Like, but I think for me it's both Transformers. All four of them. Yeah, if I'm like bored, like I'll just watch like those fights, Optimus Prime fights, like whenever I'm bored.
Bro, do you know basically as a guy who grew up with Transformers, had the toy of Starscream, watched the cartoon religiously? Do you know how my childhood got shocked?
No, I don't have. They are
watching that first
disgusting.
film?
Movies are disgusting. Let's be honest. They are disgusting movies. But
They are.
it's just the
Casey,
fights are fun.
Casey, words can't express to me how I felt after watching that first Transformers film. The second Transformers film might be one of the most traumatic experiences of my entire life.
Do you know who Jeremy Jones is?
Wait, why was
Yeah,
this?
of course, bro.
You know why he became famous, right?
Oh, his Transformers rant?
Revenge of the Fallen. He destroyed that movie.
No. Those films are disgusting. But it's a guilty pleasure, man. So Adrian, what's your guilty pleasure, Adrian?
This is a disclaimer because I grew up with the series and I was a massive. But okay, I'm 20 years old right now, and I grew up with the series.
It does not make a difference. Just say it so we can clown you.
All of the Power Rangers movies.
No, but there's only one.
Actually, no. That's not bad.
No,
I didn't even know Power Rangers as movies.
even the 2017 one for me.
Wait,
you know what? That's not bad. Wait, that's first Power Rangers movie is pretty good.
Wait, Adrian, do you have a Power Ranger belt?
Pardon? Belt?
Yeah, a Power Ranger belt.
I have the suits. I have the green one and the red one.
Hey, I had the Blue Ranger. Shout out to Billy. I had the Blue Ranger, bro. I had the Blue Ranger.
I was always red.
But I think so. I did crack the joke already before that game. But you know how? So the Yellow Ranger was Asian, the Black Ranger was black, and also the White Ranger was the most powerful one.
and the Green Rangers.
Casey, watch your mouth.
I never watched.
And the Green Rangers actor was a certain religion that I will not say.
Okay. But the Green Ranger turned into the White Ranger.
Then he became the leader.
Yo, what the?
Oh, yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
can I speak on this?
Yeah, it could go for what's the guilty pleasure?
Like movie that like you get clowned for liking.
Yes,
you liking.
yes.
Nah, man, I might actually get clowned like the most, man.
No, God.
Don't
worry. If you say like the Notebook or Pride and Prejudice or something.
Nah,
The Notebook is a banger. The Notebook is a banger.
Nah, I might get clowned.
Okay, go for it.
La La Land.
Yeah, what? That's an amazing film.
La La Land is a good movie.
Oh, okay, fine.
No.
That's another guilty pleasure of mine as well. I'll be sorry.
When you say guilty pleasure, do you mean like a movie that you like?
So basically, it's a film that you like, but universally people don't
So
like
it's,
it
not,
at all.
so it's not high, high regard.
But
Yeah.
the thing is, HH, you're here like about that movie, but I don't know. Batman for me, the Batman Rises and the one with the Joker, like they're bankers. Like, I don't know why you hate Batman like that. I don't know what Batman did to
No,
you.
but they're like generally good movies.
Oh, no, but they're seen as good movies. But yeah, Rises is a trash film though. I hate Rises. That film is garbage.
You're here, but a bad movie.
Like there's this other film called American Ninjutsu, which is a trash film, but I love it. Casey, that's exactly that's what is that? Yes.
Kenny, do you still got to think about it? I got one.
Yeah, you can go on.
Go for it. What's yours?
Now listen, this actually might even be worse than AK's. I'm not gonna lie, but this was a movie. Since I was a kid, I've enjoyed HH, and should I actually reveal it?
Delta, you're here now.
Also, you already took the mic, bro. You have to say it now.
Go for it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I'm like, man, that's gonna be embarrassing. But you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna say, HH. I've always, even though it's not a highly regarded movie, like I said, but I've always enjoyed Wizard of the Waverly Place, the movie. I've always felt.
That movie was good.
I like the show.
Wait, which movie?
Wizard of
the movie.
What?
No,
Wizards of the Waverly Place.
Yeah, you know the movie at the end where they fight for the who's going to be the sorcerer of the house.
Delta.
I've not heard of the film.
When the family got swept up by that tornado thing, bro, like 7-year-old me was crying. I was about to
Okay, so this was probably before. This was probably like after.
This movie was like 08. I think it was like 08.
I thought for me, you know what it would be for. Yeah, I have one Disney channel. It would be Let It Shine.
Oh, I was gonna say, that movie.
Yo, Let It Shine was the.
No, you know,
Let It Shine.
How do you feel about the hype?
Let it shine.
No,
you don't know about Let It Shine. Yo, Let It Shine was the.
No, Kenny, is that the guy?
Kenny, what the hell is this?
You don't know. Yo, Let It Shine was the movie.
Wait, is this the Everybody Hates Chris guy?
Yeah. It was him, and then I think Coco Jones as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, Coco Jones, yeah.
Yeah, basically it was.
Do you guys know
that banger? That's Trevor Jackson.
Yeah, I think I watched it.
Yeah, no, I've watched it. It was HH. It wasn't a bad film. I'm not gonna. It wasn't bad.
Wait, Kenny.
Yeah.
Do you remember? I don't know if anybody knows. Does anyone remember Teen Beach movie?
Oh yeah, what is that Team Beach? I remember that Team Beach. It was garbage, but.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask this.
You guys School Music.
No, but you guys read this.
Wait, do you guys remember the movie?
Oh no! It's just say my bro, Zac Efron. My little cousin was when I talk about obsessed with Zac Efron. Literally, all they did all day was High School Musical all day, every day, and she was obsessed with Zac Efron. Absolutely obsessed.
He's actually
the movie.
No, it's pretty good. The guy is actually pretty good. Just that's like that time and everything. I hate them because my cousins were just freaking obsessed with just High School Musical and Zac Efron, man.
Have you seen
So have you seen Mighty Ducks? You guys must have seen Mighty Ducks.
No,
I don't know.
You've not seen Mighty Ducks, guys. Listen, if you're into that dimension, Mighty Ducks is goated, bro. You have to watch Mighty Ducks.
Isn't that like a
It's
show?
No. Basically, I think they're Disney. Basically, it's about a kids hockey team.
Mighty Maid, I think that's the show.
Wait, do you guys remember? Do you guys remember that movie Wendy Wu with like Brenda Song?
Yeah, no, I read the karate movie, right? The karate
yeah, it was like a karate movie.
So have you seen? Okay, wait, we must have seen. Have you seen an American Tale and Five Will Goes West?
Yeah.
Wait, do you guys remember the movie was like the Evil House or some shit? It was called like The House Trap or something like that.
I've heard of Parents Trap with is it Lindsay Lohan?
No, I've heard of that one, but no, it was like basically like it was like a smart house but like house basically like turned evil because like they wanted to leave or some shit.
Dude, I don't even know what it is about Disney, but even though it's like corny, but their movies is like that. Like
no, the Disney movie bro. Disney
in their day.
Yeah,
made some damn good films, bro.
Like even their cartoon movies, like
bro, because it's right down.
Lion King is one of the greatest movies of all time, man. And
Disney's Robin. Wait, see, what's it called? Basil the Great Master Detective. is goated.
Wait, do you guys,
Bro,
do you guys remember,
that Robin Hood Disney film is one of the greatest films of all time.
Did you guys
That
do you guys
Disney
ever
Robin
watch,
Hood film is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch a jumping with Corbin Blue?
What about Tarzan?
It's okay.
Nah, Tarzan,
Really?
nah,
I mean,
we're not doing
as a
Tarzan.
kid, I kind of.
Now, people hate me for this. Lion King is trash.
Yeah, you're a brick. You're a brick.
I freaking hate Lion King.
To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of
It is arguably the weirdest
You
animated movie.
expect me to watch a bunch of lions talking to each other? Like, come on, man. Give me a break.
Yeah. No, guys, seriously. Basil the Great Masked Detective. That's like my number one. You see, that's my number one movie. Then it's Robin Hood.
Beauty and the Beast.
What is
Those two
your
films are amazing.
favorite Pixar movie?
I hate Pixar.
What is? Oh my! You don't like The Incredibles?
No, Incredibles was what? The Incredibles was what?
Man, I can't get through The Incredibles, man.
That's the thing for me. I preferred the Disney movies to the Pixar films. I don't like Pixar. I just don't like the Pixar films. No, seriously. On this room, Christmas Day, family was me, my mom, and my sister. We tried to watch Wall-E. My mom and my sister fell asleep halfway through.
You didn't like Toy Story?
No, HH loves Toy Story.
No, here's the thing. Toy Story is the best. I'm not a fan of Toy Story, bro. Like, I just feel it's in.
Put
this way. Toy Story compared to Basil the Great Masked Detective or Robin Hood is trash.
It's not.
Basil and Thingy washes every Pixar film.
I hardly disagree. I think Toy Story is one of the best, especially the third one. One of the best.
That was good. Yeah.
That is so good,
yeah. Bro. Pinocchio is freaking amazing.
No. I don't.
And freaking bro, that film is a horror movie, bro.
We're done with the.
But see, that's the issue. Is that old Disney, they had like an edge. The thing with Pixar. It's, you know what, it's emotional manipulations. Like, oh, how sweet. I'm like, get this shit. See, old Disney, it's had real nah.
My favorite Pixar movie was Ratatouille, man.
Ratatouille
was good, man.
I need to see that. I need to see. Okay, don't hate me.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen Ratatouille. I haven't seen Toy Story 2.
Nemo?
I haven't seen Toy Story 3. I haven't seen Toy Story 4.
I never watched. I watched the first Toy Story. I never really.
Do you guys remember a Bolt? Like it was like the.
Yes.
Everyone knows Bolt.
Yo, have you seen
No. But guys, let's be real though. In terms of 20th century, Spirited Away watches all of the Pixar films though.
So actually,
let's be real. Spirited Away watches them all.
This is actually what they're gonna do right now. Is these like nostalgic classic movies that we're talking about? They're making a new Toy Story. In Toy Story 5, I think. It's gonna be toys.
Freaking fifth one. Fifth Toy Story.
No, this is actually interesting. I read about it. It's gonna be toys against technology because they see kids as playing with their phones, not playing with toys anymore. It's gonna be these toys like Woody and Buzz, etc. They're gonna be going against technology like iPads, phones, etc. And I think that's an amazing plot to make the movie because as we're seeing right now, kids don't play with toys anymore. They're always on their phone.
No. It's all about AI and everything.
Yeah.
No. But I'm just like, for me, look. Pixar's animation is outstanding. In terms of just technically, it's outstanding. I'm just not a fan of the stories. The stories are just like I told you, like after the first Toy Story, I was like, okay, this is cool. But,
well, it's if you
Kenny, I'll come to you. Kenny.
If you watch, I think it was. I think it's called Up. You know, it's like the movie with the house and the buddy.
Yeah.
Didn't the kid have like autism?
No. Okay, look, see, I'm watching Up, and after that, that's aimed from like. Is this like a freaking Holocaust movie or something? It's like, what the hell? It's like seriously, this is for freaking kids.
Wait, Up? Like a gangster Up or something?
No. This movie came out like
AK, you want me to drop two?
Up
as an UP. Up.
Up. Okay, Up. No, I thought you said Up.
Do you really believe that Pixar would make a movie about your opposition about an Up?
I thought we'd gotten away from that, but
No, no, no,
okay.
no, no. The AK was still talking about kids films.
Yeah,
Bro.
Have you seen?
but
Hey,
you know,
you guys remember the movie, you guys remember the movie,
a Disney movie that I remember liking, but it was a princess movie, like the Princess and the Frog. I like that Disney
That's
movie.
September.
Nah,
Kenny,
who's your
Kenny,
favorite?
no, okay, no, Kenny. Okay, now Kenny, why did the black princess have to turn into a frog? Why? So Kenny, the first time we have a princess, she's a frog for about half of the. I see. Nah,
No, which one are you
get
talking
out of there.
Which one?
Yeah, this thing was fire, man.
But HH, have you ever seen Finding Nemo? I hope you've seen that one.
Okay.
Oh my god! Don't tell me you hate that.
That might be my favorite Pixar film, then, Finding Nemo.
Thank the
Wait,
Lord.
That I liked.
Yeah,
That's probably my favorite thing.
Wait, did you like Finding Dory, or was it just Finding Nemo?
Finding.
No, the second part.
Nah, I'm not watching. No, I'm not watching Finding Dory, bro. No.
But you never watched it?
No.
But it's a good movie.
I only watch Nemo.
And also, guys, Inside Out, really?
What's wrong with
That's
Inside Out?
good. Inside
No,
Out is
What's a
good.
very good movie.
I hate
I
that.
know what you said.
I'm not watching
Hey,
it.
You are
no.
a straight guy.
No, no, you forgot. You forgot.
Casey, you want me
What's
to sit down and watch a film about someone's inner emotions? Get there, like,
That's a pretty good concept, bro.
No, wait, hold on, Casey. HH, I don't think Finding Nemo was your best movie. I think it's what's that monster movie called, HH?
Oh, Monster Inc.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah.
I think that's
Oh
probably.
no! I prefer no. I did like it. What's it? I think it was Billy Crystal and John Goodman. The voice over that. No, I preferred.
Have you
Well,
seen?
it's you watch Cars.
Yeah, Cars.
Have you
Cars.
seen Soul?
No, Cars.
Have you seen
Cars.
Soul? Soul.
Shout Lightning McQueen, man.
Have you seen Soul?
Adrian, I'm not. I refuse to watch a film starring a black man where the name of the film is called Soul.
You know you have to.
I can't. That's
Yeah,
a
it's not
category.
bad,
That's a
No,
category.
but it's a great movie. It's a great.
Oh no! But I'll check it out. But you see, guys, all the stuff you're bringing to me, it doesn't hold a candle to old school. Basically, guys, do you know how good Beauty and the Beast is?
Yeah, it's a good.
You know what I really watched
No,
recently?
Casey. It's not a good film. It's an amazing film.
Do you know what?
But
Do you know what I
Beauty
really
and the
watched
Beast
recently?
is
That's
an
actually
amazing.
really
That's when I
They
go.
ain't got-
This is freaking amazing.
Even Mulan, Mulan was nice as well.
Like, what are you talking
Oh, and also say Pocahontas as well.
Pocahontas was fire.
Yo,
Bro.
let's talk about
Hey,
it.
hey,
Wait, what are we talking about?
Do you know I recently watched?
No. Basically, I'm saying
Yo,
that
Kenny,
basically old Disney washes Pixar, all Pixar films, old Disney.
Kenny, did you watch? Kenny, did you remember the movie Jump In? Did you watch that movie?
Which movie?
Jump In. It was like a boxing movie.
Or no. Have you guys seen?
I don't remember jumping.
It was
Have you
with,
guys
like,
seen?
Corbin Blue.
Wait, have you guys seen The Bug's Life? A Bug's Life.
Yeah, Bugs.
Good.
Bug-
A Bug's Life
and-
is
Bugs Life and
great.
Toy Story good. For me,
Incredible.
Hopper is one of the best cartoon animated villains like of all time.
Yeah,
Bro.
Just in the
A
manner.
Bug's Life, and also have you seen Ants?
Yeah, which is
Ants.
which is not the
No,
same.
bro.
It's the
A
same.
Bug's
Well,
Life.
it's really good.
The
Wait,
thing about Bug's
RDS
Life is like that. No, that was really. A Bug's Life was amazing. That was amazing, bro.
RDS is it Bug's Life is the movie where they pretended to be the bird, right? The bugs pretended to be the bird, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Scary bird that was flying and everything, bro.
That's got to be one of the best cartoon movies they've
Oh no,
ever
100.
made. Like,
Wait, because you know, like
oh.
literally, after watching that, I was like, bro, when I now walk around, I now imagine what life must be like for all of those ants and bugs compared to us and everything. So when people just start stepping on everything, bro, do you know, just in terms of just like perspective, the perspective of like a bug in comparison to all these birds and even us as well. So it's just made me view how I just walk around the world just watching a Bug's Life. Bro, amazing. I'll say amazing, man.
But you know what's crazy? We're talking about Bug's Life. We're talking about Finding Nemo. These movies had came out almost 20 years ago, and they're not even doing anything right now. Like, when was the last great Disney movie have they made? Like, they're making trash.
Inside Out was probably
Inside Out? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Inside Out, bomb, bro. Come on.
I think
Come on, dog.
No, I'm not. Casey, I'm not watching the film.
HH, add wing.
Wait,
Add
hey,
wing.
HH, can
Okay,
we
Frozen.
not talk
Frozen.
about...
You can against Frozen.
Look, Frozen. Come on, dog. Like, you tell me I want to.
Casey, please tell me you didn't watch Frozen.
Do you know how? Like, I have a baby cousin, right? Do you know how many Frozen toys she has?
I think the last it was like Tangled. I watched Tangled, but I didn't watch Frozen.
It's guys, that's right now. if you want to be rich, create something for little girls.
Yeah.
Bro, if you want to be filthy, bro, if you want to be filthy, because you see, boys don't obsess about something. I told you, like, I have like many little cousins and everything. Bro, the amounts of High School Musical stuff that they bought, they watched and everything. So if you, bro, I went to a shop. I think I was in a shop one time, and the entire section was just Frozen stuff. Just
okay.
toys, games. I was like, bro, wait, what is this? What is this damn freaking thing?
No, bro. Go to Disney World. Go to Disney World. Go to like something like Lilo and Stitch version. It's the line is full of like under 15 kids or Disney adults. Bro, Disney adults are the worst. No, there are two extremes, like Disney adults and like kids. Kids, I understand, bro. Disney adults.
Okay, look, okay, what about to say?
Can we talk about KD straight to the Rockets? Man?
Okay, look, let's go to that. So, is Jordan just gonna hop around, place to place to place?
Yeah. He finished his career when he joined Nets. That's what happened.
Yeah, but
I can't.
No, but I mean the team clearly were looking to trade him, so he had to go somewhere. So might as well leave. Like,
look, he's already won his ring, so right now he's just vibing now. And I don't think he even cares about winning another ring. I think the guy is just vibing.
I can't lie though.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
This is what AK was saying.
I can't lie though. Like I can't lie. This Rockets team with him is looking very good.
Isn't that what they said in the Brooklyn Nets? Isn't that what they said about the Phoenix Suns? Oh, him and what's the name of that light skin dude?
Devin Booker.
They were dumb. So
I was never a Brooklyn Nets or a Phoenix Suns believer, bro. Like,
no. The Nets were
No.
Come on. When you had Durant and Kyrie, you're like, okay, this guy.
If we've been ruled the Nets is because of injuries. It was injuries.
The Nets literally because of injuries.
The Nets, if Harden don't get injured or Kyrie that box championship, that don't exist.
No, you don't know that.
No, we didn't know that, bro.
They were whooping them. They were whooping them.
James Harden was literally the best player on that team.
Hold on, Wing. Are you still on this whole James Harden hype still?
Wait, why are you saying that? Yes.
A guy who at every moment in time in playoffs, this guy has flopped.
What's this thing called?
No. Do you know James Harden is the Black Hurricane?
That's not correct. But
yes, he's a stats padder. But when it comes precious time, he fails.
To my college people, there's something. There's a term they call this when you look at the evidence to back something specific, but that's not the truth. Because everything people say about James Harden could be said about every other superstar that tried to do it without like stacking up with another A1 or like A- co-star. Like James Harden is that dude. Like now he's old, so it only plays more into the narrative that has been there when he was younger. But when he
was younger, did he have good playoffs performances? When it came down to money time,
James Harden never had like. Who was James Harden second? He never had that elite second. Like
no, bro.
It's the elimination games that Harden sucks at. It's the elimination.
Wait. Let me learn. When James Harden was at Brooklyn, right?
At Houston, he had CP2, you know.
Chris Paul is not like an A1 or A- to get you a championship. We know this.
What?
We know this, but for whatever reason, when it comes to Harden, and I've said this countless of times, that Rockets Harden team, those guys were like, he was putting them on steroids. Like, those guys were, mention the players he was playing.
They're amongst the best teams to never win the championship.
They had Trevor.
People keep saying that. How do you make them seem better than they actually were? Like those players individually?
Clint Capella those time was a very good center. They had very good.
Because of who? What do you? James Harden lobbed to Capella every time. James Harden lobbed to Capella.
Playing with Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon that could give you 20.
Eric Gordon of the bench. They had Trevor Ariza. Even Dav Anderson was one of the best shooters.
Let's wait. When Harden retires, he'll be known as an extremely talented, all-time talented regular season player, but a playoff flop.
I don't think it's a
because
playoff
you
flop.
cannot.
I just think that in the biggest
He
moment,
doesn't rise in the game 7.
he
Wait,
feel like
how
in the
can you
biggest
rise?
moment.
Isn't that what the playoffs is
When
about?
people
Where you
say
have
that,
to rise when it matters.
how
No,
can
but
you
it's
rise?
not a flop. It's more of
How
a
can you
trope.
rise in a system where it's not like he is literally, bro? There's nobody else on that team that does, and the way the
Wait.
team
Can I
is
ask you a
set up.
question? Can I ask you a question? So when the Rockets beat the Clippers in 2015 in that game 6, what did Harden do to get them to in that comeback? What did he do?
I can't remember 2015. How was I 10? Well, I don't even know how old was I in 2015. I don't.
Oh wait, so if you can't remember it, then why are you speaking something you don't remember? I'm so
because people
How does
always
that
say,
make
"Oh,
any sense?
the Warriors, they lost."
No,
They
I'm
missed.
not talking about the Warriors. I didn't say that. I said when they beat the Clippers, right?
Mhm.
They had to come back from a 3-1 lead, and they came back in game 6. What did Harden do in that game?
And I tell you, my brain cannot think back to 2015. But let me tell you something. This is what people use, because for every single great athlete, those that have won a ring that you said they are not flops, what you're trying to tell me is a negative of Harden. They all have that.
Okay, so what about in 2017 with the Spurs? What about that one?
They all have that. All those guys, they all have that. I'm telling you that. Wait. Let me land. I'm telling you that the fact that Harden took that Warriors team to a game 7, it's not a ring with the team he had.
No, but wing.
I'm telling you that.
No, wing. No, wing. That team, wing.
Wait, hold on. Before you go, and I'll come to Kenny afterwards. But my whole point is, every person you name has bad moments, but Harden's bad moments is a lot more egregious than them, because my thing is, when it came down to the big moments, you always flopped. Any person you name, you cannot tell me that they totally and completely,
every time.
Who is Harden's number 2 every time? Who is Harden's number 2 every time?
It doesn't matter.
Bro,
LeBron was carrying guys.
Didn't he also have the MVP and Joe MVP?
Wait, hold on. Kenny, go for it. Kenny.
Wait. The MVP that was not available to play.
Wait, hold on. Kenny.
Wing, what's funny is that you say that Houston team that was garbage. Like, they were literally the best team in the league. They had the best record. They had home advantage. So
my brother in Christ, or in Mohammed. I'm telling you, it's because of Harden.
No, oh my god. No, but
Wait. So when CP3 was making clutch shot after clutch shot to put them up, that was because of Harden.
Okay. I'm just trying to understand that. Wait, how is it? How is it the system's fault or someone's fault for a guy missing three after three?
When you can't say when they do well is hard.
So wait,
when
let me ask you a question. Where is James Harden's Ray Allen that was going to hit that? Let me just say that crucial three to help them get going. Like, people do this stuff for Harden. Like,
but didn't LeBron put them even in that situation that Harden couldn't even do?
Harden did. That nigga got them to a game 7. That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro.
What happened in the game 7?
Forget
about those. What happened in that game 7?
Chris Paul did that.
So when Ray Allen hit that shot, what was LeBron doing?
He got 12 straight points in the
He got 12 straight points.
He got 12 points.
So when Harden was passing to Ariza kept missing. Like, what do you want James Harden to do? And bro, do you remember the officiating in that game? Do we really remember the officiating in that game?
This guy just caping, bro.
No, but you know what makes it even worse? You know what makes it even worse? When the Rockets missed their 20 straight 3-pointers, they were still in the game. It wasn't even like they got blown out. They lost like they missed like 20 in a row.
So how is that? I'm trying to figure out how is that, bro. You don't have your number 2, right? You're doing all you can, and you're in a system that's
because he doesn't have Chris Paul. He can't take it to the rim. And
you're in a system that depends. Your system is threes.
We know how the NBA player. We know how the NBA works. If you are a star player, you can call audibles. Like,
but SK Wing. The thing is that even the Warriors, for me, the Warriors games, I don't even put most of it on. I don't even blame him for that. Like, if we knew he played against probably the best team of this century, one of the best team of all time, and he brought them to game 7. I'm not even putting the Warriors on him. The thing is, there's other series.
Yes,
we said the Spurs. Even with
how long was he into being a star? And who was his number 2? Who was his number 2? How long, bro? What people do?
Wing.
You're talking about the Spurs dynasty.
Wing.
No. But I think the
Wing.
thing is that you can't have it both ways. That's the key point. You can't have it both
No, it's just
ways.
wait. No, but it's just when we say number two, if you perform decently enough, let's go. If there's a difference in quality, we're not gonna blame you. For example, with the LeBron James when he was flopping in that final, no one said because he had number. Like, you blame the player. If you don't perform, we're gonna blame the player. Like even if your team wins or loses, if you perform well enough, no one is gonna. We're not gonna. Most people are not gonna say it's his fault. The thing with James Harden is, in a lot of crucial games, the guy flops. It's not just his team. If you look at the way he plays and even his shooting percentage and stuff, if you look at the player he underperforms.
Yo, Kenny,
You can't just every time.
And no, that is the bottom line. Based on the kind of caliber of player that he is and what we expect of him, he flops. Simple as that. Because if you're a certain player, there's a certain expectation we have from you. And if you're now saying, oh, it's the system and everything, that is you making excuses for what should be a great player who should be able to figure it out. Great players, irrespective of systems or supports, you are still able to play of a certain level. It's like LeBron for Cleveland, where it was him and those freaking fruit sellers. But we don't hold it against LeBron because, bro, people still hold it against him, even though this guy played out of his freaking mind. So he did his job as an individual, but the other guys just completely flopped. So, but we can't even say that for Harden, where do your job. You play to levels. We can say, man, these guys around here are trash, but at least you performed well. We can't say that for freaking Harden, where you performed badly. I'm sorry.
Tell me any other offensive system. See, I'm not that old, so I haven't been watching this game forever. But tell me in the years that we've been alive, tell me any other and I'm not even talking about usage rate or anything like that. Just tell me any other offensive system that requires on one player to be not just a playmaker, a scorer, a decision maker. Like the whole thing revolves around him. I'm telling you that.
How come he could do it for the other games but not that game 7? So it worked well for the regular season. It's worked well for games 1 to 6, but why did it not work for in that crucial game 7?
I'm literally telling you because his teammates are not Jesus Christ of Nazareth. His teammates are not up to caliber. So, like, when they get to that level, it's only so much he can do. Once you stop that one guy who is actually elite, it starts to change.
Okay, so at that game 7 is where it all falls down, but everything else goes up. But it's that game 7 where
No. You're not getting his point. He's saying his teammates are bricks. He can only carry them so far. That's basically what he's trying to say.
Especially when you have a system where that
you can
one
only carry them up until game 7, where it all goes far after game 7. That's so coincidental.
But my issue is Harden. Right? I actually agree with Bing on that. My issue is Brooklyn Nets. That's my issue with him. That's literally it, bro. Like him and KD, bro. What they did against Bucks, bro, that was disgusting.
What do you mean? Like KD played
He
well.
was injured. What do you want?
I don't know. What are you talking about?
Watch the whole series, man. Like don't do this, man. Come on.
And when people talk about the Nets, when Kyrie, KD, and Harden were there, go look at it. The team because they were not always all three available. They won the most games when Harden was there.
That's probably the best. That's probably the best KD series he's ever had. Like, what you
and also remember, he was literally an inch away from that being a 3. So literally, like if his foot was just like about an inch shorter, that would have been a 3, and then they'd have gone.
Arden was injured. No, I'm not.
Okay, so let me bring in Barry. Okay, so Barry, where are you at to this whole Harden thing? Overrated, or you agree with Wing that it's a system and the support?
Yo, what up, boss? Can you hear me correctly?
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Yeah, Harden is one of my favorite guards ever. You know, as a teenager, like I used to watch him, copy his game a little bit when I used to play basketball. He's a great player to watch and study. But I think with the playoffs, one thing that is very annoying is that when we get to like game 5, 6, 7, and even then, I don't blame him for losing to the Warriors because these guys were too OP. Even LeBron, if he's not able to rile back his team to win it against these dudes, he did it one time, but that was one time only. But I think Harden, what's annoying is that, especially when you look at after, so like 76ers, that really messed me up because I remember they were up 3-2 against the Celtics. And this guy, obviously, he went to being more of a playmaker in his later years. But primarily, you're a scorer. You score the basketball. That's your reputation. And you just don't shoot. You stop to shoot. You don't shoot it in game 6, 7, and then afterwards everything collapses because Embiid is a bum. That guy, we need to talk about him too. He's a bum, but still, Harden, he just stops to shoot. And then when we see single-digit numbers in the playoffs in elimination games, it's like, dude, what's going on? So I think the worst thing is that these 76ers stints, and before playing the Warriors, like against the Spurs, Kawhi didn't play that game 6. You're all NBA player, you were runner up for MVP, and then you had a disaster class. So I don't blame him for losing to the Warriors, but these series like the Trailblazers, losing to the Spurs, losing to the Celtics in 2023, that's really bad. And even this recent one, like the guy had 7 points in game 7 against the Nuggets.
Wait. When you say that, because like people say
points.
that
Wing, defend 7 points. Defend 7 points.
No, but he finished all this thing in school. It's confirmation of like bias analysis or whatever. The Harden of today or of last season or after that injury at Brooklyn, it's not the same Harden. Dude could barely move.
No. I understand that now he's more of a playmaker. I understand that he's a playmaker now. No. Wayne, let me finish, please, brother. I know he's more of a playmaker now, and he had like 12 assists in game 7, but primarily you're a scorer. That's what you do. You can't have 7 points in a game 7. You're Harden. You're one of the best scoring guards.
Move no more. What was get by you create separation? He can't. The dude can't move no more. So the best he can do is pass. Like that's why I said.
But his game is not athleticism primarily. He's a smooth scorer.
Bro, he can't even create as much separate. Bro, it was never really based. When people say it was not based on athleticism, because I think they think because he wasn't like fast, bro. He could create space. Go look at those. He was athletic enough to create space he needed. He can't do that no more. His legs, his hamstrings are gone.
Yes, I do get it, but like the amount of space that he can create, even for assists, like I get that he doesn't have the athleticism. He's slow now, but still, you're Harden. You're primarily a scorer.
He can't even get layups no more. Like drive to the rim and get layups. That's why he keeps doing floaters, because he doesn't have that little speed to even get to the basket and do a layup. That's why he shoots so much floaters.
No, but the Nuggets, they don't.
He's not there no more. So anything that people are saying now is just to confirm that bias that his time to get a ring. I would say he was unfortunate, and number 2, he never really had like that co-star to lift him up. When he had it, the guy went injured. And then this is the problem, when you have a team full of specialists that are dependent on you. Like Ray Allen is not dependent on LeBron James or Dwayne Wade. Ray Allen is Ray Allen.
At 37? Yes, he definitely
What are you talking about?
But Wing,
the Wing,
the Denver Nuggets.
What I'm says that tell me who on that Rockets team when they say they missed how many threes. I'm saying that was Harden at his peak, at his best, when he was supposed to strike when it's hot, right? Now, Chris Paul went down. That was his co-star. I don't think Chris Paul is that. Let's just assume that Chris Paul is that level of co-star that gets you a championship. He's gone.
Chris Paul's crazy.
He's gone.
No, don't discredit Chris Paul.
Tell me where's the Ray. Don't discredit a player to prop up your player. Like, don't do that. Like.
That's why I said I'll let you guys have it. Tell me the other player on his team that was supposed to. Bro, Eric Gordon is the most streaky. Eric Gordon is more streaky than a dirty underwear. Like this guy could be hot for like. You guys, am I lying? Like where were the guys who were supposed to help him, bro? Wait, let me lie. I saw what's his name? Is it Jaden McDaniels or whatever? Drop 40 points a couple weeks ago to save SGA. Who was going to do that for Harden and the Rockets?
Who?
Who was going to do that for James Harden? No. Answer. Who was going to do that for James Harden and the Rockets?
And like we said, no, but Wing, like we said, that team, that system was built around James Harden. So of course he had most of the blunt of the brain. And like I said, the Warriors lost. No one here is blaming him for that. Me, I don't.
Yeah, no way, no.
It's OKC not built around. It's OKC not built around SGA.
Eric Gordon average.
Of course he is. And no, but Wing, that's why I said the Warriors lost. He lost against a better team. Honestly, the fact that he even brought them to game 7 is kudos to him. Well, when we talked about other series. We talked about the games.
The 2 games that the 76ers won against. Who did they get eliminated to when Harden was there last? Who was the one that led them for those 2 wins? What was the American Cameroonian doing?
And Wing, what happened in that what happened in that game 7?
Who was the MVP? So you know what thing about Harden? So wait, who was the MVP of the season of the league that season?
But we have to look at we're looking at the guys.
But Wing,
So wait, Harden did his job as a coaster. He got you those 2 wins. That's what I'm trying to say. Bro, like this is
by that same logic. Eric Gordon averaged 20 on the Warriors. Harden was the MVP, and they choked and they lost 27 points in a row. So shouldn't we be cooking him then? Going by your logic?
Okay, hold on. I want to bring it to shout out to Daniel Brown, who says Interstellar top 5 sci-fi movie of the 21st century. That's cap. All right, guys, I need to go to bed. One love. I'll see you next time on the Vibes Hangout. We'll come out next.